and the ruins will abide to recreate, and its evolution will dawn. Pull my fingers strings so strangely naturally. A path crossed in full of flames. Now my power's in your hand. Bright black wings beg to be spread. Fiery red horns that glow out there. Our foes and our destiny enter liberty.
load this scene. Get everybody in the stuff together. Okay, 3, 2, 1, let's jam.
Alrighty there, what's good, what's poppin' gamers, welcome back. We got WASD Open number 20 for Granblue Fantasy versus Rising. It's your boy Jaytsu, and I'm hanging out with Pandabetic. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing pretty good tonight. I'm back from the depths. You thought you got rid of me. You thought I was just gonna be a bracket runner, but no, I'm back here on the mic.
He's back and better than ever, and we are back, once again for some more Granblue. And of course, we are back once again with a unique Matcherino link like every single week, so you guys, of course, can stop on over. We got 50 fresh codes for you guys to stop on over and claim for open bracket number 20. Of course, you can log in with any of your social media, Facebook, Twitter, Discord. I keep bringing this one up, and it's gonna get old real fast, but I'm just still shocked that we can log in with battle.net. Like, out of all the things that you could log into, I thought I saw Dig on there too. I'm pretty sure Reddit is part of it, but either way, log in with any of that social media. It's a free 25 cents over to the match arena and over to the prize pool for these players if you hit that claim code. So yeah.
And yeah, I know that there's also a line as an option for the Matcherino code. So if there's anyone from Japan that likes to watch WASD in the morning as soon as they wake up, you got no excuse.
Speaking of overseas bros watching, it's weird to refer to the Japanese audience as the overseas bros, right? Because I feel like it's usually the NA folks who like call themselves the overseas bros or like the KaiAi Nikki. But it was funny, not in the Granblue scene, but in the Uni scene, right? Of course, Makoto Fox doing a really good job of supporting Uni by doing a lot of these first 10 exhibitions. And I'm just scrolling, I think it was before a Granblue block or before a Uni block. And I'm just hanging out and I see Kamone tweeting, oh, I got to see some NA high-level first attends. Like, it was so awesome. Like, really cool to see everybody pulling out these new techniques. And then I think it was Safe. Was it Safe versus Rakir? That was one of the matchups. I think they were playing like Uni and what they call it, Melty. I think so. And then Safe retweets it and quote tweets it and goes, dude, the battle director of my main game just watched me get 6 FF'd and high load with a reactable like 29 frame overhead 10 times in a row and still had the kindness in his heart to say, yeah, this was high level gameplay. So, I was thinking about that story as we were talking about the Japanese audience here. So hopefully, whether you guys are tuning in from the rest of NA or overseas, you're excited for some Granblue action. And Panda, for that next Granblue action for our first set of the day, who do we have headed up to the stand?
Well, obviously, unless you're new to the stream as a whole, as you can see on the right of the screen, we have Nothing versus Cornstar coming up first. So if you're not aware of the players, Nothing, from what I remember, plays Ladiva and is one of the very few Ladivas, but is able to make her work like players. Wow, Cornstar with the Siegfried, able to make her work alongside other players like Uber and Gabagool as well. But each and every one of them have a different style that you're about to see here.
Yeah, so I'm excited. I was going to say I'm excited to see the style, but immediately take to the skies. 3 jumps. You got the counter hit 2H, but Nothing still undeterred. But instead of taking to the skies, we try and go for the lariat, but it's a quick duck and full punish here for Cornstar.
Oh, now you're gonna take the jab, and Nothing not gonna go for the tech. Sorry, the weird double negative because of the name.
All good. It trips me up too, but tripped up with a 2M once again. Cornstar right in throw range, but tries to run up and fade out.
And he's got no diamonds. This is gonna do like half.
Bro, it's actually gonna do a grip of damage. I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, he's still gonna live, but look at how much the health lead has already been close to evened up here, especially after being a little antsy on the defense.
Surprised that Nothing didn't go for a Raging Strike, because that is one of the ways that. Oh, you're just dead. Didn't even need to spend it. But yeah, Raging Strike, one of the very few ways that you'd be able to get a hard knockdown in this game.
Yeah, right? Even if, like you're mentioning, right? Of course, it was after the super, so we didn't have the meter for it, but just looking for that hard knockdown to try and keep that pressure up. Especially when you're up 3 diamonds, they have nothing to their name, but still. First round, over the Nothing, bringing it back off of the pixel, and now trying to make it a little bit less of a comeback in round number 2.
too far away, but I understand the extension. Sometimes we like that wall bounce. We like the ground bounce even more. Into the meaty double chop. No, it's okay. Just play the footsies. No, hold on. Chess keys.
No. The footsies in question stuck out the 2M, said, all right, you know, surely I don't get whip punished off of this. Runs right into the ultimate lariat. Nothing off of what seemed like a pretty, you know, on the back foot up against the wall first round. Really able to seal out round 2 in quick fashion.
Look, Jaytsu, sometimes when you fight the right character with the biggest baps in the game, arguably, you get lost in the sauce a bit.
You get bapped, you get bopped, and we got back to the lobby to swap over to the 6. So Cornstar not really feeling it on the Siegfried right now, but 6 with the new Battle Pass skin is coming up for game number 2.
This looks kind of Assassin's Creed-y. Nice backdash there.
Right. Shout out Assassin's Creed, just got a new game announced recently, but Yasuke's not going to be here, and you're not going to be chilling in the air, but a lot of times, right, coming up from Cornstar, we have some good 2Hs to police that airspace and these free jump-ins from nothing, but this is the first full confirm that we're seeing.
Well, couldn't go for much from there. It didn't even opt for the super. There are ways that you can extend for even more, but yeah, they're a little bit tight on 6 as a character.
Exactly flowing with the movement, and especially when you're in the down back, just waiting for a grab to pull up here. Nothing, tries to go for one more SBD. Just spends the burst counter to try and get this pressure back.
I mean, I get it, but you didn't threaten. There's no strike throw threat. There's no like trying to just cheese. Maybe go for the Vega Claw, but ow.
The People's Elbow puts nothing on set point. Yeah, you had the opportunity to fight back with the plus frames, but like you said, no strike, no throw. Where is the pressure? What are you trying to bait out? Nothing, you know, on the defense has definitely been super active, whether it's jumps or mashing out. And even after getting a hit, you know, over here in the corner, still undeterred because you have a decent amount of health to still work with.
Very scary to actually go for the safe jump there. There are ways for Ladiva to be actually deny the safe jump and just go for the throw and use the invincibility from it. But level 3 is not on deck, and we're going to go for the mix-up again. Actually opting for the low, that's what makes it the option scary. But now you have to think about level 3 here.
Yeah, there we go. Just cash out, take the 2 diamonds where you can. Obviously a little scaled off of the auto combo here, but you just want to take that guaranteed damage where we have it. Gonna be a little while though until you build up 50-meter for some of these reaction checks over here in the mid-screen with the Ladiva ultimate skills, but 6-6L, the Chesty's really just bringing us in. Nasty, no!
Corn, sometimes you just gotta block. Understandably, you know, it's Ladiva. You don't want to have to get grabbed, but like, she is one of the very few characters that can actually deter 6-6L as an option in the game. And yet, 6 cannot do the up Rekka follow-up on Ladiva because her air hurtbox is actually kind of short.
Ooh, I see.
You always
I'm routing a little bit.
Yeah, well, not really change the routing, more so that you have to always end it with the palm.
I see. Damn. Speaking of the palm, the empty hand is going to get counterpoked right out of the skies. We're getting a lot of damage for nothing here.
All right, now it's going to go... Okay, it wasn't level 3. I'm sorry. Just for the basic SPA, sorry.
Take her off the 6-6L on a hit. All we needed was one last SBD. Nothing. Takes it 2-0. Not the instant replay on the super, bro. Oh, no. Yeah, this really was the beginning of the end, right? We were like, oh, Cornstar just needs, like, the one hit. That's all we need. But what did they get? They got nothing. Pulling up in the DMs with the 6-6Ls, constantly stopping anyway to try and take some space in the mid-screen.
And the thing, too, is we didn't really see a lot of counter hits whenever nothing was going for the pressure resets in a lot of these, especially with the 6 match. Yeah. And if I had to guess of what Cornstar was trying to go for, possibly trying to go for backdashes to look for as much invincibility as possible, or just to get out of the range of Ladiva's 6-6L. But that is kind of the awkward thing with Granblue. It's one of the few games that, or I guess current games, if you're looking at modern games specifically, where they don't really have backdash invincibility. And if there is, it's very slight. So it's difficult to utilize backdash as a viable option.
Yeah, it's not quite, you know, how would I put it? I'm trying to not use the word spammable, but it's definitely not as spammable in other games where the invul is relatively plentiful. You know, you're able to backdash one after the other, especially, you know, with the addition of backdash macros or dash macros in general as well, making that a little bit easier on the input. Speaking of, while we're waiting for our next match, which I'm sure you guys are excited for, we got Artorias versus Yozamitsu. So we had that one locked in for stream for you guys. Hope you're excited. Yeah, Beatrix patch is coming up soon, and one of the changes that we heard over there at Evo Japan is that the dash macro is now going to allow you to backdash. So I don't know how big of a change that's going to be, but either way, we got to stay in the present. We're in the current patch right now. Artorias versus Yoza, the Siegfried versus Narmaya.
I just have to say, let's go Jersey, Artorias.
Let's go Jersey. He gets a little bit of Jersey rep, a little bit of DMV rep as well. So he's got the East Coast on his side for sure, but stuck here in the West Coast, up against the wall against Yozamitsu.
I like the color for Narm too.
Yeah, right. The deep blue, the navy is kind of clean.
The deep blue, yeah, with like the the Modern Warfare 2, just like Navy SEAL color.
Wait, you're actually right. The little ombre on it too. That's like they get 100 headshots with this gun and then you unlock the skin, but you're camouflaged behind the firewall right now. Big pickup up at the 6XL. Artorias up against the corner here, just gonna full cash out.
Oh my god.
Wait, it's still going.
Oh my. Sir, I think you broke the combo limit. I'd like a replay.
Yeah, right? The slowdown on the, what's it called, Raging Strike into the Raging Chain makes the combo just feel so much longer while it has that slowdown, but I really thought that was going to end a little bit earlier, but clearly optimized routing here up against the wall here for Artorias.
Hey, not going to get much here in the mid screen, but still good corner carry and Oki for Siegfried. Just going to respect the EX Crescent Moon. Yo, the guard cancel game? Let me see.
BC.
Yeah, let me see.
I feel like I've seen like 8 clips of this already. Yeah, the TXSD. Oh no, no brave content required. We're gonna spend it all on the Raging Strikes. Straight into the super here. Yozamitsu falls in game number 1. Yeah, you guys are talking about the EX colors. I asked them if commentary could get it, but I understand, right? There's only so many codes to go around. There's only so many subs to go around. Prada hitting us with the tier 1 for 20 months. Damn. Thank you so much for the support.
Actually, reminds me, I gotta complete my battle pass as well. Get the Catalina color.
Get the 6 skin. Oh yeah, the red Catalina is super clean. So is the 6XM all the way from full screen. Such a good low poke just to keep you, literally on your toes. But Yozamitsu just gonna UDP out.
We're getting closer to the west coast side of the corner here, but the stop sign, the odd colored stop sign coming from Artorias. You gotta be careful now. SBA is an option. Oh.
Yeah, tried to go for the air stall there with the delay. You live, but not gonna find anything off the Crescent Moon. Still crosses you up here with the M dash, and Yozamitsu puts a round on the board.
And funny enough, you don't really, or at least I don't really see a lot of Narmayas go for the ultimate dash anymore. But like, there are options that you can utilize it, like getting out of the corner that Yozamitsu showed off. Trying to find a punish for characters that are trying to set up. Like if you see a Zoe going for Dragon Laser, you can instantly go behind them and get a punish.
Once again, pulls up with the U-flip. Maybe tried to go for another 2H there, but a little bit too late. Got counter hit for it. 1 BP apiece.
Yozamitsu actually had to go for the ultimate misfinder to try and delete the fireball.
Yeah.
Just enough life to try and find the victory here, but no, that's still plus.
Tried to cross through the Rekka, but Artorias takes the opportunity to drop the punish there. Yozamitsu just barely living, no BP, a pixel of health left, no diamonds on either side.
Oh my god, and Yozamitsu just has 50%. As I said, they go to the other side with the ultimate dash to find the punish.
God. So that you teleport, right? Definitely something that if you throw it out in neutral, especially on your own defense, right? While it has a little bit of, invul and obviously crosses you up, it can be very heavily punished if scouted out. But using it as a reaction to that DP to try and go for that, 0 HP checkmate on the chip damage was so smart from Yoza.
I remember, I'm plus, says Narmaya. Are we gonna open open up Artorias. We got a small sword.
Oops. Small sword, big boot, 6XL straight to the dome here. Artorias should be able to close it out. 50 more meters in the bank for a U skill, but ultimate firewall not even needed for set point.
Battle 2. Engage.
Trying to scout out. Yeah, Artorias does have like a good way of lulling people into what I like to call the level cycle, where he'll have you constantly thinking about like jab or 6XL, you know, that being the level 1, and then when you start to see him utilize footsies or utilize other tools of Siegfried, that's when he starts to bring up the level gap and skill issue to try and catch you and mix you up.
Ooh, speaking of catch, caught out with the ultimate sets into here. Whiffs the 6XL, but tries to go for a 2L. Not gonna find anything though off the U flip. Yozamitsu really just trying to keep this pressure on. You teleport yourself into the corner.
I don't know if that's enough. It's not gonna be. Honestly, Artorias actually using the 50%. That could have been it for Yozamitsu. Okay, Artorias for one with something.
Battle 3. Engage.
Again, not utilizing the block button. Used it that time, but Artorias needs to be ready. Too heavy coming from Yozamitsu.
Yeah, a little bit too early, I guess, on the MDP. Hit on the other side, but able to get a full confirm, just whipping the Crescent Moon all the way across the sky, so Artorias finds the punish.
Okay, but this is still someone all right for Yozamitsu. Oh, Dark Cancel Wards. Yeah, never mind what I said. It was about same life, but now Yozamitsu's going to take this SBA damage. I'm going to say like 10%. Ooh, just about.
Still living full bar a meter, 1 VP to your name, but you have a huge life lead to try and overcome for Artorias. Ooh, but we just wait for the EXDP on the other side. It's all you needed for Artorias to move on to the next round.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's one of those spots that if you're a seasoned player, you'll understand that, like, okay, the Granblue zone that everyone in the Granblue community should know of being at the right space according to the opponent, lock out all options. Not really an issue for Narmaya as long as she has the meter to try and escape using ult Crescent Moon or ult Dash. But Artorias keeping that in mind and just being ready with the EXDP, and you could tell like the way that he reacted to is like, you know that both options will try and cross you up with whichever that Yozamitsu went with. So it was more ready to see what the option was, so that way he could react on the correct side.
Yeah, exactly. Looking for the correct side, looking for the correct timing as well. You know, whether it's, okay, jump into the air and go for a delay U flip to try and bait out, you know, maybe a preemptive 2H, or catch you whiffing out the EXDP as well. And of course, you know, separating that timing with the U teleport, or like you're mentioning, even just EX teleport into his face to try and bait out that cross up, because we've shown it so many times. All right. And who do we have up next for our little stream setup over here, Panda?
Let me see here. Okay, I recognize KaiAi, but I don't know who Inochi is.
I think Inochi, if I'm not mistaken, Inochi Scarlet, so that should be a you know, pretty strong Nier player out here on the streets who has been putting up a lot of good results, especially as of recently. So I'm excited to see it. KaiAi, NYCZ Brandon, as a lot of folks know him as well, still should be rocking the Belial, if I'm not mistaken.
And yeah, I've seen Inochi Scarlet's name here and there on Twitter since I've been seeing a lot of the proudness and rep coming from players like Uber Cheesecake and Jahan.
Alright, just setting out the 5H here, trying to put these spacing buttons out, but speaking of 5H, we're going to find a whip punish here for KaiAi.
Danny Grimm's in bracket. Grimm is a bit of a rare character.
Yeah, for sure. I can think of Riley, I can think of Ryer, which is funny that their names sound so similar, and I've never seen them in the same room, but I swear they're two different players, but I don't think they have entered tonight, and I don't think that 2M is going to find anything in particular. KaiAi doing a really good job of looking for these 5Hs in the mid-screen to whip punish.
Oh, no punish!
No, what happened? EXDP to the dome, but
might be tournament nerves.
Yeah, I have to imagine.
But even in this life deficit, Inochi Scarlet can still make. Never mind.
It was possible to make the comeback there. You know, not the most undoable situation, especially with a 100-meter, but not gonna do it for this round. Speaking of 100-meter, we got $5 in the match arena from Dr. Sauce. Thank you so much. Scooped up with the Asmodeus.
Dr. Sauce, I know you're sad that Yozamitsu didn't make it, but we still also have Hazel, and of course Yozamitsu is not out of it.
Yep.
And just like how Inochi's not out of it yet, even with this slight life deficit, as I was trying to say in the last round, with 7 heart markers, that just means more damage for Nier as long as she can find the hits, like right here.
Yep. Grips.
No,
you Claus, you tried to BC. You were like, all right, I do not want to hold this meaty. I don't want to hold this chip damage. But all you got was the Claus from Inochi. It's tied up 1 apiece on the rounds.
Brandon, just wait until it's done. I swear, it's like plus 122.
Yeah, what is she going to do with all those plus frames, bro? She can go back, use the restroom, and then, you know, still be back in time and be like, plus. She's got time.
She could go to the lone New York Wawas that's in the city and come back to still play the next round.
Right, even with a long line too, but long combo going up here in the corner. Spend the BP just to get it right back off of the super ender. I wonder if Brandon actually what? Ooh, nice air throw. Yeah, right. Back down to the ground. Yeah, I do wonder if he was meaning to whip the safe jump there and then look for a throw just a little bit too late, but either way, off of not keeping that pressure post jump, and Inochi takes game number 1.
Yeah, because even with all the nerfs that Nier got with her DP, it's still a good DP. It's just not as ridiculous as it used to be in vanilla. The fact that it's an armored attack that you have to be ready on the fly with dodge, and even then, depending on the move that you throw out, dodge will not save you.
Yeah. It is definitely a very tricky move to try and have to figure out. Now that you can't special cancel it, do you have to dodge it, or is just blocking also fine? Generally?
Blocking is also fine, because it's like
okay.
negative 18, negative 15.
I see. But especially off of like a save jet, you know. Just looking for any way to try and get some more plus frames off of the punish, but all right, rotating some plus frames, just sending out death. 6-6L finally gets the Asmodeus out of the corner.
Ooh, and weird spot for the plus frame, so couldn't get the confirm there. We're gonna go for a weird side switch. No, okay, we're just gonna call death back. Go for the chip.
Yeah, the funny reverse hate combo, the made jumpy inspiration, KaiAi just barely outside of that chip range, and brave counter not gonna trigger chip range just yet, but you still got death claws right on top of you. It's set point Inochi.
You do have to respect it, but the thing is, with all the death cancels that Inochi's going for, a lot of the normal cancels into each other usually are gappable, so that way you can stop, just like right there, you could stop the attack that death goes for right before that sequence comes out, unless she goes for an EX move. Then it'll catch you.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Inochi is doing a good job of realizing that KaiAi does not want to, you know, try and risk challenging against that EX cancel. It was like 3 Rotex in a row. Like, someone just opened someone up here. And off of the reverse hit, back into the corner once again. Spend the super.
I respect it. Dude, that big just drop of damage.
Right.
Into the mix.
But you really don't need a big hit here to close it out.
No, honestly, you don't need any special block string. You just need death to come out one last time. But we gotta stay patient. No too heavy on that. But again, with the whiff cancel, Brandon not respecting it, but it was the only option that he could go for. I mean, technically, he could also do Wake Up 5U, but that's kind of risky.
Yeah, it was the most normal option to try and go for there to invo through, but Inochi just one step ahead, knows you're going to be trying to avoid it, so might as well just go for all the active frames in the world here. Oh, and closes it out.
And maybe if he had gone for like auto combo into the canceled medium DP, that would have, because clearly he was looking for the guard cancel to try and catch that off and seal the round that way. But Inochi, recognizing the situation, realized, I got enough life to play with. Why do I have to guard cancel now? I'm fine. You have one little sliver.
Yeah, exactly. When you're that ahead in the life lead, even if you're up against the corner, you know, as near someone who's really able to pump out a lot of these chip damage situations, you really don't have to try and be too risky about pressing your advantage. Yes, you know, off the EX cancel, we used our last heart, but even if we were near with no death for the next, 15, 20 seconds, against KaiAi only having 1 HP in the bank, it's really not that bad.
I got 6XL, baby.
I'm out of hearts, but I am not out of options. And we are not out of matches for you guys. We got Coach Steve versus Justin headed up to the stand. Okay.
Come on, guys. There's 104 of you that I can see in the chat room. There's 31 codes left. If you're actually able to do the math, which you guys should because you're fighting game players, you should know frame data. But at the same time, y'all are fighting game players. That equates to $12. That's $12 that you're leaving out on the table. That could be someone's dinner. That could be someone's allowance money that they could use for combo breaker that's coming next week. You're just gonna leave that on the table for someone to take?
That could get them dinner. That could get them pitching in for drinks, some appetizers. Hopefully, we'll see you guys there if you're stopping by Combo Breaker as well. But like Panda is saying, make sure to stop on by that Matcherino. It's super easy to claim any of those codes. Twitch, Discord, Facebook, Battle.net, Reddit. I think they got Dig on there too. So any of your social media, just log in, hit that claim code button, and put a free 25 cents over there into the prize pool at no cost to yourself.
Heck, you could use that $12 for your next money match and maybe make $30. Who knows?
Me personally, I would not be making $30 off of my money match. I'll tell you what. But speaking of matches, right, there are a couple, upsets that happened off stream that we didn't get to see. In the interest of time, obviously we can't show you guys everything, but Hachiman actually getting an upset over Sin, right? Sin, premier Zoe out here on the streets has really been tearing it up and putting a lot of results on. And Hachiman, I know very well from the Canada scene, doing really well over in Strive, but I know has still been learning Lance a little bit, in Granblue, but clearly the work has paid off. Takes it 2-1 to send Sin down into the loser's side in winners round 2. But we'll get back to that story a little bit later. For now, we got Justin versus Coach Steve. If I'm not mistaken, this is Canada Justin, but I could be wrong.
Justin Wong?
Sole bad guy player in Guilty Gear. Oh, different Canada Justin.
No, Justin Wong. That's the head canon for tonight.
That's what I'm saying. He's surely not commentating TNS right now. He's, make him share screen right now.
Wait, no. What if it's what if it's his daughter?
The daughter's on the sticks? Wait, that would actually be kind of hype. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's go Harper.
Let's go Harper. I'm sure she's got a good teacher, but
look at that, the footsies already with the 2U, and we got the great color choice, the color 10 from Harper Wong.
Yeah, color 10 is great. I hate this burn Belial skin. I gotta be honest. The first time I saw it, I tried to be nice, but I cannot do it anymore. Coach Steve getting grabbed up here.
He's just trying to be the biggest devil man out there. No crybabies.
Wolf escaping the corner, spending the diamond. Justin. Ooh. Caught out here by Coach Steve. Back into the corner you go for barely any meters spent as well.
Ooh, trying to go for the meaty 6-6M. I know that there are some certain setups where even if they don't tech immediately, you still get the meaty 2-0 afterwards.
Ooh, okay. Ooh, caught out. Counter hit 5L.
And you are probably dead. Going to that. We also have PSS Modius as a backup. Oh, but the combo limit saying otherwise. But we are plus after that.
Yeah, puts you into chip damage territory off of the US Modius. And then you're like, what is a man to do? Scooped out of the ground. It's for round 1 over to Coach Steve.
Oh, how am I going to take you out in this round now? I don't have any meter grab.
Yoink.
Ult as Modius.
Ooh. The yoink, you went for the Goisha follow-up, vacuum you back in, walk back close H to catch out, what I assume is a fuzzy tech.
I got the bigger fireball, says Coach. I look for the throws. I know Steve went for it in one of the situations. Nice bait on that.
2M stagger. If the 2 didn't work, let's go for 3 and a full counter hit as well. Gets you a lot of damage here for Coach Steve. Not going to build up 100 for the super, but all good. Justin really up against the wall here with 1 BP to his name.
Yeah, just keep it simple. Now Coach doesn't have any bips whatsoever. Justin able to get 2 back on his side, so there's not going to be a damage punishment. Damage multiplier here with the 20%.
Yeah.
You have to dodge. Yeah. Had Steve not dodged, the last hit of that DP could have been it, and Justin would have got a round for themselves, but instead, Coach Steve with the game on their side.
Damn, I like the idea, but Coach Steve, you know, clearly too woke for the situation. Has seen that attempt at the checkmate too many times before, able to react with the spot dodge and seal out game 1.
And here's the thing too, Steve's an OG. Oh my god, that 2M, that was crazy. He's been around the Street Fighter 4 block when he recognizes a chip out DP situation.
Yeah. He's been around the block a couple times before. He knows exactly what you're trying to look for here. And looking for a full confirm off of this hit. Spend the U-skill link.
I love that loop. Hey. Hey. Can I do it myself? Yes, Justin can.
Backdash 5H, not going to find too much. So off the advancing 5H, Coach Steve just takes the opportunity to back throw.
I'm gonna get the fireball here. Yeah, gonna go for the Raging Strike. And I would say, oh, even with the 20%, might be enough actually. Yes, sir.
Full kill post cinematic. I didn't want to say anything. I feel like every time I try and say it's gonna kill, I'm a jinxer over here on the commentary mic. But another round on the board here for Coach Steve means it's set point against Justin.
Yeah, recognizing the crouch and confirm, so able to go into the heavy.
With Closel, waiting for the frame kill. Clean throw tech, but still the walk back to you. It's been working out well for Justin.
Big boot. Oh, no. Oh, okay, just one positioning.
Swipe the ground with the 2U, and if it whiffs, we go for 5H. That is crazy. This Belial character, Footsies, I'll tell you what. Speaking of Footsies with the 2M, immediate Brave counter out, but still finds a conversion into the Goisha, and you got Super behind it. Justin isn't going to go down without a fight.
I love how Steve was still ready for the command grab, recognizing it. But usually when you don't put an option out and you try and utilize it as your round ender and they're still alive, that just reminds the other player that that's an option and they might use it themselves. So it's a mirror.
Sometimes it's that inspiration, right? I forgot I had this tool to be able to seal out the round, and now Justin, a little bit of wind in the sails, goes for a shimmy into the 5H. No full confirm though. Yeah,
they wanted the EX Asmodeus, but they didn't recognize that they had Fireball on deck. They need some sort of big damage here.
Still a decent amount of touches to try and even this out. Fuzzy match there on the BC. Still your turn, but maybe afraid of a counter BC or you know, EXDP as well. Straight to the face. Justin has lost so much health off of this punish.
Now here's what I think Steve's gonna do. He's gonna not go for a shimmy. Just the 2U?
No, I believe you, bro. I was like, all right, it's the jump in, walk back, easy peasy. Keep it simple.
No.
And keep it simple with the super. No cinematic required. Justin ties it up.
I was gonna be okay also if like Steve was expecting a mash and actually went for the ultimate command grab.
Right.
But take it too far ahead into the future. Just use the SBA. So that wasn't gonna be an option there.
Not a little bit too far ahead into the future with the Raging Strike as well. Didn't have any meter for the Raging Chain, so no full confirm. It got you a little bit of corner carry. Now Justin's up against the wall, so maybe the misoptimization of the meter isn't too bad after all. Swiping through with the 2U, but so hard to try and challenge after with how far it reaches.
Looking for the reset and also trying to look for EXDP. But the fear of that is if you make it too obvious, throw becomes an option.
Yep.
Characters in this game have a bigger throw hurt blocks than back in vanilla.
Walk up, right, the tick throw, do a late close L. No diamonds here for Coach Steve, so you're going to be taking a ton of damage. Can't participate in the Brave Counter Wars either, but 100 meter either side, 1 super kills.
Whoa, look at the throw damage. You really just need to chip out. Nah, I don't think so.
Go. Threatened the chip damage, but I like the delay there from Justin, trying to see if we go for any panic attempt. Saw the 100 meter and waited for Coach Steve to use it. Set point Justin.
I think the mindset that Steve had was, all right, I'm close to death. What's the best option that Belial could go for? Ults Asmodeus. Why not go for the chip?
Back into the Goisha. Ended with the Asmodeus. Up on the toes.
Damn, I felt that in my chair.
Foiled. I tech the throw. Late though, so we're still gonna try and find our way back out of the corner. Spend the diamond to keep the pressure up, but Goisha going off screen.
And Steve can't get touched here. Has only now has no bips whatsoever. So that's 50%. Whoa! Just challenges right through the guard cancel attempt from Justin.
A round for Justin, a round for Coach Steve, and same on the games. It's final game, final round.
Dash up. What's up, brother? Woo!
They throw spot dodge through the BC, but on the punish, you are able to find something off of the whip throw though.
Still gonna react, and yeah, Justin's been playing a little panicky now ever since this round started. Always coming out with an option for Steve, but Steve has just been very mellowed out in his approaches.
Cage still gonna find the Abari out here from Justin. Super does not kill, but it takes a crucial BP. Also gives you back one as well, so a lot of ways to try and escape with the Brave counter.
Oh, the challenge!
On close L, Coach Steve did not care, bro. He knew you were looking to try and make something out, but the scaling here with the light auto combo, I think you just barely live.
Yeah, too much. And Sajam's busy during the Tekken Slam. Whoa! You thought the run-up was coming even with 6XL as an option, but instead we're gonna scuff up those fake boots, get those docks, and put them in the trash, says Steve.
Dude, the 2U was so well used from Justin, right? Throughout that set, whether it was walk back on the round start or also as a shimmy option as well, but not particularly getting too much off of it aside from the hard knockdown. And now finally in that last interaction, like you mentioned, right, in the mirror, kind of stealing these techniques back and forth from each other, reminding each other of the tools that you have, the walk back to you seals it out in the final game, final round for Coach Steve.
Yeah, funny that you say that too, because 2M was being used a lot by Justin, just for the plus frames, or if not that, just the fact that like it's a very far low hitting attack that most characters don't have. They don't have in their kit, most characters. Yeah. So Steve just utilizing that as like an advantage, just like, oh yeah, kind of as I said before, making your opponent realize like, I have this button too. Why aren't I using this? You're still right.
You are so right, Oompa. You're so right, bestie. We are on the same page, and we are also on the same chat as Dr. Sauce, who not only dropped the $5 into the Matcherino, but also decided to support by renewing their sub with a 13 months. Thank you so much for the support. And you guys, of course, we got the Matcherino up on the screen right now. You guys can continue to support by claiming these codes. There's more than enough of you to finish out these codes before the end of the next set. I already see some of you hopping on in here. Maybe you just made it over to the stream. Welcome, welcome. We got another Granblue match up ahead for you guys, but hey, while we have some downtime, you might as well stop on by that Matcherino and give these players a little extra money to try and fight over.
Good to go.
Good to go.
Also remember, chat, even though Imp tends to forget that it's also another way to help him out, he does have a Patreon if you want to go support him, so that way we can have another year of Crossover Arc. If you guys happen to miss Crossover Arc this year, you know, see what you can do, so that way we can keep Crossover Arc happening annually.
Yeah, it would be cool to see it come back as always yearly, but you know, a couple players that I'm sure you guys know and love coming back to the screen. Prada versus Inspector. Alright, already setting up so many of these traps to be super tricky with it. Standing on top of one, the air trap right on top of you, but Inspector still able to find a hit here with a Raging Strike.
It's funny seeing the Inspector again, because I recognized him during the early beginner brackets of Vanilla Granblue. Obviously didn't play through the beginning of Rising because Percy was not in the best state, just like how they started out in Vanilla. But now they're back with 10 times the force that they used to. Oh, no. You know, I like the idea. You saw the EX teleport attempt. You thought maybe Prada had made contact. But no, unfortunately, she spaced it out just enough to make it into a mix.
Yep. Tried to put the sword into the stone, but all you got with this EXTP on the other side. So now Prada, she just has all the time in the world to run you down into the corner.
Nice challenge, and I kind of agree with this exactly. Just get out of the corner, take the hard knockdown.
So we go for the air seals here. So I do wonder why we're looking for that. You know, obviously we're able to confirm if we get a stray spike. Also, you know, Percival, I would imagine, feels pretty comfy just staying on the ground, right? So still able to block in time after the Golden Throne.
So the way that it would work back in vanilla, not completely sure now since, yeah, we do have Ultimate Flame Carpet as an option in 6XL, of course. Back in vanilla, you would want to make sure that the opponent doesn't find a way to jump out of usually the corner or whatever position that they're at when it's utilized. And the easiest thing that that's why is the game blinking? Percival. The easiest option that he can do to get rid of the air traps is to go for too heavy, but that's exactly what Prada wants to look for, so that way she can get the easy whip punish.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. Trying to control that airspace here, but still swiped out of the skies here for Inspector. Lots of flame stocks on the board.
We got the connection right here into the side switch. I love it.
Get the space. Not gonna find anything off the Percy bar. So baited out on the Brave counter. Prada full confirm into the super.
And they didn't fix the bug. Is this still gonna catch? But we're not even gonna need that second trap because the super's just enough. Prada now.
No SBA combo extension required. Right? Stock up on the flames. Still only one seal. Speaking of, swiped away the trap seal. Fake the TP, took to the skies. Prada had all the time in the world for the anti-air spike.
Oh! This input coming from Prada, very rare. To you. Yeah. The save to you.
Ooh, a little bit too far for the far L to connect, so instead, on the whip, we just do another 6-6L. Prada said, let me keep the combo going.
Alright, do you know the mix-up? Inspector can find one good starter. This can still make a comeback opportunity for him. But no, the teleport was frame perfect. Gonna find the punish on the far heavy attempt.
Yeah, whiffs right through all the range in the world off of the far heavy, but all the recovery in the world as well. Like you mentioned, Prada just perfectly looking for the opportunity to whiff punt. Oh, bro, it's too clean. She's too good.
Input. I am the boss of this game. I read your inputs.
Bro, she doesn't even look at the screen. She just has the code output on the side and Notepad++. That was a
what do you mean? The
whip
book
punish.
is right there. She's cheating in your face.
Oh, you're right. She's first person Granblue POV.
She's reading the code as it's happening.
That's evil, bro. She's not even just reading. It's not even read-only permission. She is writing the story, and that is.
She's reading the Matrix.
All right. That is insane. Also insane, you know, we got another upset that happened off stream for you guys. Nothing is gonna take it over Lunar in the winner's side, so I think Lunar is still hanging out in losers, the opportunity to make it to that top 8, but nothing definitely on a tear right now. Definitely got some wind in their sails for being the first stream match of the day, having that comeback and being like, all right, if I can live on the 1 HP, I can do anything. So clearly on a good Wednesday night over here at WASD.
Kind of interesting because last week Lunar lost to J-Mam, who's another Ladiva player.
Ladiva, right?
Coming from the border of Mexico and Texas. So pretty interesting that Ladiva seems to be the kryptonite for Lunar.
But no Ladiva on the screen. We got HUEBERT on the Siegfried. Havaniceday tearing it up on the Djeeta and runs up fully behind the fireball to get a grab.
Damn, the disrespect. I mean, how many options is there for Siegfried after 2M besides doing nothing?
Right. Excellent. Pick up, reset in the corner. Another diamond spent to try and escape. Tried to go for the parry, but Havaniceday read it a little bit too early and instead just takes the opportunity to run up for a full punish.
Damn, I'm curious now. I wonder if it's honestly better damage-wise to just do close heavy EX Fireball rather than the old way of getting too heavy into charge Fireball.
Right. Yeah, Hava not on Bubs. Yeah, I feel like we've been seeing the Hava Djeeta for quite some time. You know, we saw a lot of the Beelzebub close to the launch, but I think, you know, Djeeta is still very strong in this version, able to go toe-to-toe with, you know, Siegfried, someone who is absolutely the talk of the town around these days.
Yeah, I mean, Djeeta, a lot of people in the beginning thought that she might have gotten hurt pretty bad, but no, she's still playing the same game that she used to in vanilla. If anything, Bubs' neutral kind of got ganked a bit, even with the recovery buff that he got. arguably it's a little bit more obvious. So I understand from Hava not going for the bubs and actually baiting the ult DP. Gonna go for the 6 heavy for the maximum punish here.
Make your way on through at that awkward spacing, making sure you get all the damage in the world, everything you need to kill the super for Hava. A clean round 2 puts game 1 on the board.
Only a weirdo would bait DP. That's crazy. If he's a weirdo, then call me a freak.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
What if instead of Pandabetic he is freaky betting? And anyway, we're in game 2. We're gonna send out the fireball once again, bait out the BC, but you know, just going for the counter BC wars.
Actually going for the whip punish. That's crazy on that.
Bro, bashed on blocked Rekka. Help me, bro. Hubert is trying to escape and getting counter hit for it.
Okay, that's weirdo behavior. Going for the in-your-face ult fireball just for the +5. All right, that's not weirdo behavior.
Nah, 2-1 for you is not weirdo behavior. That's salaryman behavior, bro.
Battle 2.
That's dustloop.com/starterguide/Djeeta behavior.
Yeah, it's such a surprise that there aren't a lot more Djeetas that are trying to utilize the ult fireball. It's like, understandably, it has like almost no range, but it's +5 if you're able to get it.
Ult flash is a large window to catch the delay button. I see. Okay. Understandable. A little slow down there off the blue screen flash. Yeah, the reversible ward not too bad, especially if you get so much of that meter back. Trying to go for it once again. Ult fireball in your face. We're just going to spot dodge right through the EX bonk.
Understandable coming from the 6XL, but Okay, good optimization. I actually thought that was going to whiff.
Yeah, clean pickup for the full corner carry off of the ultimate Orokin, but it's not enough. Hava makes their way back out of the corner once again. We're 1 hit away from closing out the snap.
You fool! You thought you could carry me to the East Coast? Welcome back to the West. Welcome to Toronto, Canada.
Oos. Up against the wall once again. Havaniceday having a great set with a 2-0 over Hubert, who got sent down into the loser side. Shout out, you know, sign up for the draft. Maybe promoting it on his stream loss is not the classiest way to go about it. But of course, if you guys want some more Granblue action, I think that's happening over this weekend. So hopefully you guys are excited for that. Yeah, you know, what else is there to say? Djeeta brings you to the corner. She locks you down with the Granblue zone buttons. It need not be any crazier than that.
Djeeta corner carry makes me cry every time. That's why I was laughing. It was like, all right, Hubert doing a really good job trying to push Hava into the corner so that way he could get something started. And Hava's just like, dude, I'm the corner queen. Why are you doing this? What a waste of meter. Check this out.
Actually, watch this. Watch this 2-1 for you. Yeah, we got the shout out though. Yeah, hopefully you guys are excited. I like that Hubert is, you know, and the rest of his team as well with the Covert Clash is trying to, you know, innovate with some of the events over here in the Granblue scene, trying to make it, you know, these team tournaments, these draft tournaments as well, which I have not had a chance to pull up and actually do because, you know, they just overlap with when I happen to be busy. But the stories that I get to hear from them are very fun from both sides, right? Where it's, oh, I drafted this person and I didn't really know them, but it turned out they were actually kind of OD. I really enjoyed watching their sets. Or, you know, from friends of mine, you know, closer to my skill level down there on the lower side of the ranked ladder are like, wow, my team captain is carrying me, but I'm having a great time. And it is fun being able to cheer on the rest of the team. So best of luck. Hopefully you enjoy the draft tournament later on that weekend. But later on in the stream, next up, in fact, we're going to be seeing Nothing back up to the stand against Saltz, who we haven't seen today yet.
Damn, we're going to get the twofer, the double Ladiva. Oh, we get the double Djeeta also? Let's go.
Oh. Worlds collide.
Everyone getting double the amount of characters. We had the Belial mirror match, double Djeeta, now we got double Ladiva.
Versus Djeeta.
That's kind of menacing though. Looking at the Vasaraga player plate, right? Card plate. There we go.
Yeah, it's definitely menacing. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like Ladiva, while she, you know, is a grappler that's capable of really pumping out a lot of that damage, like, you know, Vasaraga's got a much more intimidating aura, but maybe that's the aura that Nothing is trying to put out here in winners quarterfinals. Again, winners side top 16.
Oh no, it's crouching. It's forced crouching now, so Nothing could go for the 2 heavy, but instead wants the corner carry here.
damage be damned. We're still going to get a decent grip here, and especially putting you over to the corner, which is so important against Djeeta, right? You know, it's so easy to be like, oh, why does it matter where you bring her if she gets full corner carry either way? But, you know, you want to make the most out of every hit. Slapped in the face there with the lariat. Nothing takes round number 1.
Oh my goodness.
Scoop. Aw, you were right the first time. You had no idea that Saltz would be so bold as to do it a second. When people show you their true character, Panda, you gotta believe them. You know, I think that's what nothing is learning here.
All I really have now is Hopium, so I'm hoping that Saltz can make some sort of comeback in the next round here. Good dodge, however, you are really climbing the Mount Everest here, even if you got the red-eyed Black Dragon on your deck.
Yeah, you're actually... Well, you know, I would say you're looking like Sisyphus, but you have increased boulder speed.
Wait a minute.
With the link into the Fireball too.
Which
is barely not a wall.
Wait a minute!
Oh my god. I am never calling Djeeta Sisyphus ever again. I knew it.
She's Joey Wheeler. She pulled out the red eyes. He got new support.
Say it, bro. We got backup. Djeeta's deck has no weak cards. Djeeta's set of specials has no weak conversions. I'll tell you what. Locked in for the comeback here. Finding a couple straight hits with the 6-6 Ls, but just playing this boxing game without giving up a lot of space against nothing is already very good until you get wake up close L.
Oh, but we don't react to that. Whoa. Oh, fails on the jump. Few safe jump. But both of them with full meter. Nothing could go for the ult lariats. We also have ult fireball. You might be dead.
Might be in a little bit of danger of dying here. A drop kick straight to the face seals out game number 1 here for nothing.
Dang,
For what?
indeed.
For nothing.
Battle 1.
Dang indeed too on just having all that meter on their side. And the rough part too is that Saltz has a lot of opportunities that they can react to Nothing's jump in attempts, because it seems as though like Nothing doesn't feel any real risk during the neutral because Saltz is kind of hyper focused on something else. It's
yeah,
just
a
like,
lot of these straight hits not getting too much, right? You know, off of, you know, the baited out counter hits, obviously we see a lot of that corner carry we talk about with Djeeta, right? But I think it's exactly like you're saying. Nothing is fine, you know, gambling in the mid screen here, being a little bit more tricky because Saltz is leaving a lot of damage and corner carry on the table.
I mean, not only that, like, Saltz is focusing more on the neutral, but there's been like no true anti-air attempt using the two heavies coming from Saltz. Damn, into the meaty raging strike, and no bits on your side because we broke it out.
That was like Gabagool last reset, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. The tech trap back into the meaty raging strike. Set point here for nothing.
I mean, Coco, I understand, but like, you got a DP. Djeeta's too heavy is not that bad. Oh my goodness, we're gonna do it again?
Don't make it three. No.
All right, see, Sal.
Oh, the buff 2.
You're dead.
Oh,
You're dead.
spot dodge on the Brave counter right 3 times in a row, but that wasn't enough. We make it 4 straight into the chop. Super.
I mean, you're not.
You do live with a sliver, but you're basically, you know, this is pretty rough.
Command throw. Yeah, who cares about that? Whatever.
Crossed up, bait the PC.
My name's Joey Wheeler.
I mean, we've seen Saltz come back from, maybe not worse, but an equivalently bad situation. But Chesto 6-6L for nothing seals it out for another streamed 2-0. Maybe it's the power of the audience that really, you know, gives nothing that oomph.
True, we're in a big ass Coliseum. That means more viewers, more hype.
That's what I'm saying, bro. The headbangers bait out the DP, knows you're afraid of the follow-up and the gap. Nothing. Qualifying here into winner side, top 8.
Speaking of the top 8, I'm also curious. Oh no, actually, we're gonna go through pretty much everything in terms of stream matches.
Okay.
So yeah, we started from the top of the winner's core side and we went to the bottom, but now we're gonna go back to the top because that's where we belong. Because the next match that we're gonna have is gonna be Coach Steve versus Artorias.
Oh, so this is gonna be the Siegfried mirror. All right. New York versus New Jersey.
Oh, Merp Prada.
Oh,
Okay.
Merp Prada first. Okay. So we'll
Ooh,
leave
the
that one
Cag-
in the burner for right now. But yeah, now it's gonna be the Cag mirror. Okay.
Well, it depends on what Merp goes for because I know Merp has a Lowain. I think he's smart enough not to do that, and I know that he has other characters, but they are definitely in the in the basement. I'll say.
Yeah.
Definitely haven't seen the light of day in quite a while, so probably gonna get the cab double mirror going on.
I would imagine, yeah. You know, it's scary, right? Especially when you're going up against someone who clearly knows the character as well as you do. And a lot of times, you know, from CAG players, we hear a lot like, oh man, you know, my character is so knowledge checky. If you guys just happen to know like the answer here, like, oh, it wouldn't even be mixed. You know, it's not RPS. You just don't know the answer. But going against someone who obviously has put in as many hours or maybe even more, you know, in your same character, that's when those layers kind of open up, right? Are you going to be cheeky enough to try and reaction check me or knowledge check me? Or are we going to keep it a little simpler and tone it back a little bit? But not going to have to worry about the CAG mirror because instead we're pulling up with the Siegfried here. Merp versus Prada.
Kind of makes sense, actually. I know Prada had picked up Siegfried originally as a joke, but I think she's comfortable trying to go with the counter pick here because Siegfried has a really good time trying to play around the range that Cagliostro usually wants to try and whiff punish you or set up traps. And if you're more worried about like teleport being an option because of how high 2 heavy hits from Siegfried, that's not something that you have to worry about. You gotta worry about how do I get in on Cagliostro? Don't worry, I got a big ass fireball that's got all that covered.
That's what I'm saying. You got the fireball, 2L clears the traps, which is really nice if I'm not mistaken. So lots of options to try and make your way in and also stop Merp from really controlling the screen.
Ooh, actually going for the dragon power up. Let's see if we can get the bonuses here.
Yeah, we got a little extra damage here from the 1-stack Malevolence, but a couple far L's. Not going to get you too much. Gets you a little pressure, but we run up with a TKEX TP.
No, this isn't Merp. This is Prada using Siegfried.
Yeah. Here. If it was a secondary for Merp, like Panda mentioned earlier, we might be seeing the Lowain, but no, we're hanging out in the Cagliostro, catching you out with the spike. Air trap here, back up against the wall.
I like the idea.
Raging confirmed.
Again, just for the hard knockdown situation for Merp.
Down with the system, down with the chip damage. Spike seals out round number 1 here for Merp.
With punish, nice. Let's go 6XL nerfs. Could use a little more recovery, but
could be a little slower on whiff, but you know we're trending towards the right direction here. Merp trending Prada over to the corner. How is she going to try and escape? Doesn't have to take a lot of risks. We still have a lot of health in the bank here, but you know, gradually building up a lot of meter for Merp as well. 6XL to escape.
And the situation as well coming from that, the 2-2H, it's like the freest media 6XL you could go for in this game.
Seal, ultimate spike. You still got a trap behind it.
Whoa, Prada was still invuln during the second guard cancel, but no punish, and this is going to cost her. Merp? No, okay, we just had enough, and an extra juggle point for the combo limit.
I was going to say, I thought it was going to drop just a hair earlier, but Merp able to seal it out. Yeah, I think in those Brave counter wars, it's so tricky, right? Because you can go for the delays. It gets a little bit weird on when you still have that invul, if you're still going through it, or if the BC actually lands. So heat of the moment type of situation, but Prada still going to stick on the Siegfried.
Prada usually a counter pick player. Normally would always go for Catalina to try and counter against Matera, and I do think that matchup is a lot easier as Catalina. But that we're not worried about Matera right now, because that's a different meta altogether.
Ooh. We're not worried about Matera, but we're worried about the meterless DP. Just going to mash on through to escape, backdoor you into the corner. EXCP to swap the sides once again. No punish on the spot dodge.
Really, minus frames into the throw. Merp expecting more. And there it is, a strike throw mix-up. Same as Lunar coming in with a mix-up of 27 people from his chat. How are y'all doing? Welcome to the WASD main channel.
Yeah. Thanks for stopping on by. Much appreciated for the raid. You made it just in time for a winner's top 8 qualifier. Prada looking to try and tie it up here, and she gets the counter hit 2H. Just a great start.
Hey, going for the dragon boost. Got the attacking speed up by 1 stage. I know y'all are playing Pokemon Rogue. You can't lie to me.
Oh yeah, Boogie Rouge. I know you guys have been addicts, spending hours on it when you meant to spend 15 minutes. Meant to spend a little bit here in this block string, trying to escape, but still EXDP on the other side. Neither of them wants to hold down this pressure right now. Lots of diamonds available for the Brave counter too.
Great neutral attack. No, believe, unless they wanted to go for a fireball. I mean, that's understandable. This game does have a weird input buffer system. That's the best thing that I can think of. Prada recognizing the hit, did not make the connect, and wanted to go for EX Fireball to stay plus.
3. Engage.
Fortunately, that drop kick confirm is going to give Merp the opportunity to try and close this out. It's set point for him. What's up? Grabs you by the collar for the throw. Meaty bonk. Do it again.
The win. Yeah.
Believe me.
Hard to bait, but you never know. Best option to go for in the midstream, but yeah, the 2 well stagger pressure. 1 apiece now for Prada.
Maybe the opportunity to hang yourself on the defense there, right? Whether it caught out a jump or a backdash or otherwise, trying to make your way back on either the delay ties it up here for Prada.
Hey, welcome to the corner. What's good? We're both East Coast homies.
Over here on the East Coast, throwing it down with a double Malevolent stacks. Decent amount of extra damage here, rapidly taking down for Prada, but taking your mark while he had the opportunity. 2L still going to catch you out of the Brave counter.
That was just hella convincing from Prada. A quite literal 3-touch scenario.
Yeah, so this is the exact type of round you're looking for, right? With running into the Siegfried. Jumping for the Cagliostro shenanigans with the traps and ways to try and escape. So just stagger with the 2M. The charge bonk gives Merp the opportunity to spot dodge back throw.
Okay. And I don't want to say anything too soon. Accidentally activate a curse here.
No curse of rock. Curse of Organ goes right through the Raging Strike. Grabbed up, scooped up, 100-meter both piece.
Ow.
Hot out on the TP on the other side. You cannot escape the corner, but you will be sent down into the loser's side. Prada with the reverse sweep qualifies for winner's side top 8.
Damn, with the power of the White Ranger.
Mm-hmm. With the gold accents too. We're shooting for gold. We're shooting for first place.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Cause usually when we see Prada, you know, always seeded high to try and make it to top 8, but every now and then either they end up in losers bracket early or they're just outside of it, usually like 16th place, 9th place, but now they are sitting very comfortably on the winner's side of top 8, so they have a second chance if they do end up losing their next game against one of the potential against nothing. Okay, so that would be pretty interesting. But yeah, they have an extra life to themselves if they do end up on the loser side, but still great spot for Prada. I know that that's like a big mental pick-me-up for her, because I think she's kind of like some of the OGs where they're not sitting quite comfortably with the game. You know, there's still some kinks and rusted gears that they have to fix, so that way they find their place here in the game. But you know, being in that top 8 winner side is definitely no small feat.
Yeah, no small feat. A quick catch up on the loser side of the bracket. Hachiman takes another upset 2-0 over Lunar to make it to a loser side top 8 qualifier. But over back here in the winner's side, letting the intros rock, we got Artorias versus Coach Steve. So I was thinking, oh, maybe it's going to be the Siegfried mirror. But of course, I should have known. We saw it earlier, the Belial, Laverne Belial coming out from Steve himself.
Yeah, from what I understand from Steve, I think we're both in agreement that even though Siegfried is very strong, there are some matchups with him that kind of makes him feel similar to Dr. Doom from Marvel, where obviously he's top tier, but there are also obviously some matchups that Siegfried would do better off not playing against, where he has said that with Belial, it feels like that there is like an answer to every situation, whether it's something that he has to do with Belial or something that he has to do as a player as just a small adjustment, and he can get the victories pretty easily.
against the wall here. Yeah, you have a lot of ways to rotate the plus frames. 2M, wait for your skill cooldowns to come back up. Really doesn't have to risk a lot. Artorias, how do we escape? 100 meter, all the BP in the world.
Oh my god, what a confirm!
All the BP, all the SPA gauge, but no health left. Coach Steve takes round number 1.
Yeah, and I understand that too. You actually, Artorias, again, as I said before with his last stream match, does like to go into the 6XL and keep you in that mix between 6XL and 5L or 4L. So trying to utilize the hitbox of 2U to stop any approaches.
Send out the leggy to you, just waiting it out. All right, lost your turn, lost the thing there. Artorias able to open you up with a couple 6XLs to the dome.
Oh, well, we only have one more BIP. Yeah, we're gonna save it for that one potential guard cancel going to the plus frames and the throw to wrap it all nicely into one game for Coach Steve. Just one more game away, making it the top 8 winner side.
Yeah, that's terrifying, right? Plus frames in your face off of the ultimate Asmodeus, and you're like, well, stuck in the corner, barely any health to my name. I might as well try and gamble my way back out. But now, game number 2, Artorias taking to the aggressive immediately.
This really does just look like the battle of 6XL currently.
Yep. Trying to get my plus frame advancing mid to bring you over into the corner as fast as I can. Lots of meter here for Coach Steve, but goes for the air stall. Sword of Damocles.
Hey, that move won Brussels challenge.
If it works, it works. Overseas making it work, man.
Oh, no 5U, okay. Koji, your guess is as good as mine, honestly.
There we go, a little stomp. Walk it back.
Wrong Varg heavy, but I did smell one coming. Hey, jabs, get as much damage as possible here. Has to go. Ah! You know what? I'm gonna say it. I'm spending my stage gem.
My guess is we live with the sliver. Damn it! It happened. I've been wrong more times than I've been right, but finds the right way out of the corner here with the UDP. How are we gonna make it the end of the round though? Just barely outside of that chip damage radius. You have 50 meter available. Oh no, but still needs a little more.
Oh my god. Oh my god!
Alright, but Steve, chip damage is a factor, so we run up for the EXDP. Had to be perfect in the spot dodge timing to try and avoid that one, but heat of the moment, right? What are we supposed to do? Fight back.
It was rough with Steve not having the fireball on deck. He used it up for the EX fireball to try and catch a dodge, but we're catching a far heavy attempt off of Artorias.
Spong try to catch something with a 2M, but instead we get the shoulder check from Coach Steve.
The challenge. Get off me. Let me teach you a lesson.
EP, hard knockdown, safe jump.
Quick reaction going for the throw, but not quick enough to see the Raging Strike.
Ooh, we're gonna dodge through the Guisha. No meter refund for Coach Steve. And no way to get out of this corner. Spend the Raging Strike. Didn't even need the extra 50 meter in the bank. We're tied up 1 apiece here in this winner's top 8 qualifier.
Yeah, Steve, take a second. Take a second.
Believe in victory.
Sometimes a drink of water is all you need.
Breathe, vibe it out here as we head into game number 3. Ooh. Got the Goisha to the face, but Artorias on hit, still gonna match out with the 2M.
And taking the challenge, actually, Artorias expecting Steve to go for a jump back.
Double boot to the face. Age already brought us over to this corner, so now we stagger with a triple 2M.
To the throw. Whoa!
Yep, send the flame wall for the plus frame 6XM to catch the toes in the backwalk.
He's using it. He's expecting something from Steve, but he's impatient.
Bro, for a dude with a big ass sword, I'm not gonna lie, he be sticking out those leggies like a freak. Oh no, we still get the shoulder tackle. 100 meter for Coach Steve. More than enough meter to seal it out. It's set point for Steve.
Battle 2. Engage.
Big Devil Man, can we close it out? Backdash into the EX Goisha. Again, so many times we've just been sending out this 6-6H to try and box Artorias back into the corner. It's working out beautifully as well.
Jab whip to go for the meaty jab. Lift punish. He's actually gonna mess up the fireball, so fireball out of Artorias' kit for a little bit. Maybe with the jump heavy that could have been it, but then yeah, Coach Steve wouldn't have had the plus frames needed for a good confirm. Speaking of a good confirm, however, this will be enough, and I do agree with spending the meter so that way you make the life lead that much of a definite.
All right, one light confirmed, should be able to seal it out. Artorias, how do we escape? 100 meters, send the to you. Oh, but the flame wall just goes right on past Coach Steve with all the health in the world. So comfy to Abare, and close L does the job. Coach Steve qualifies for winners top 8.
Damn it, that's actually gonna be it for the top 8 winners side.
Yep. Neck and neck, but so many times on the neutral, right? I think Artorias was, you know, patient almost to his own detriment, obviously taking opportunities to try and challenge and try and Abare out, especially in those first games, right? We saw a lot of 6XLs being traded back and forth to try and get that momentum in each other's favor, but especially, you know, towards the end of that last game, we're seeing a lot of passivity just getting 6XH'd up against the wall. So that is going to be Artorias headed down to fight his way back into the losers top 8. But like you said, we have rounded out our winners side. So that's going to be Havaniceday versus Coach Steve and Prada versus Nothing. And over down there in the loser side, who do we have fighting it out for those qualifiers? Let me go check the bracket real quick, which you guys can also check out with exclamation point bracket. This guy, a dude, already one step ahead. So Zenkos versus Sin fights against the winner, or Merp fights against the winner of that. Saltz versus Witch Hazel is fighting as a top 8 qualifier. HUEBERT versus Hachiman. Hachiman definitely on a tear right now, getting a lot of good upsets to make it to that top 8 qualifier. And Inspector, I think, is that going to be up against Artorias now to try and fight for the losers top 8? Okay.
The Dragon Knight versus Dragon Knight.
True.
Yeah, that's going to be rough. I'm honestly more interested in the Hachiman matchup, but yeah, if you're just joining WASD right now, you are coming in just in time, because this is definitely seeming like the most, not definitive top 8, but the most, I would say, we're showing the power scaling, and we're showing some lovely upsets and black horses here in this bracket.
Hachiman just made top 8. They beat HUEBERT 2-1.
Damn.
Wait, let me look at Hachiman's run real quick, because that's the Canada go, but let me put some respect on his name. So 2-0 over Space Toast, 2-1 over Sin.
Yeah, he's
got sent down into the losers side by Saltz, who, you know, was tearing it up in winners, understandable. Runs into Lunar and 2-0s him in the losers side, and then also takes it to qualify over HUEBERT for losers top 8. Bro is on a tear with the Lancelot right now.
I mean, same with the Inspector at the moment. Looking at the match underneath, yeah, they took out Krylos 2-1, but Krylos losing really early in the bracket, but able to make quick 2-0s with their opponents. 2-0 against Seika, 2-0 against Ofan, 2-1 against Baba.
Yeah.
But Inspector making the 2-1, so let's see if he can make the victory over Artorias.
Yeah, we saw Justin on stream earlier as well, you know, tearing it up, able to get a couple good wins. But Sin meets them in the losers side, eliminates them, and is fighting for their own losers top 8 side. So lots of good matches that, you know, we don't have the opportunity to stream for you guys, but you can catch up with the bracket. Maybe some of them are streaming their runs as well. But before we head into top 8, you know, there's a lot of Dragon Knights, but it's not the end of the night just yet. That being said, we are going to take a quick break real quick before we head into that top 8. So grab some water, stretch, use the restroom if you need it, and we will see you guys in just a little bit for winner's side of top 8. What's good there, gamers? Welcome back. Hope you guys enjoyed your break, got some water, stepped outside and went to the restroom, etc, etc. Not necessarily one to do the other, but we're back here with the winner's side, top 8 of WASD online. We got some more Granblue action for you guys, and in particular, we got Prada versus nothing, which should be Cagliostro versus Ladiva.
And for anyone just joining, as I had said before, nothing actually taking out Lunar pretty convincingly. And if not that, Lunar seeming to have a bit of a difficult time against Ladiva players since they had lost to J-Man last week, who's another Ladiva player. So is there something with the Ladiva matchup that actually makes it easy for her to take out Cagliostro, or I don't know.
That's what I'm wondering, right? You know, it seems like a pattern that, you know, not all the time, right? But enough that, you know, it's definitely setting off the radar a little bit. Ladiva, one of those characters that, especially when she has that 50 meter, has a couple ways to try and reaction check you to make her way on in. But nothing versus Prada, fighting for their way to the winners finals. Game 1, let's see it.
That's what I'm saying too. Because it like back then, which it really isn't that far back then. You know, we had the talks about Narmaya being a CAG counter.
Speaking of, great counter to put you back into the corner.
Oh, that's
anti-air.
She's so tall after the 6L.
Challenged after the trap, did not believe, thought Prada would get a little bit too greedy. We've seen so much of this from nothing, right? Especially in the mid screen, not afraid to crawl their way back out to try and be aggressive and take this way over to the corner.
They've been so on top for whenever the guard cancels come out. I can't think of a moment where like they failed a dodge attempt.
Yep. It's so hard to lock that nothing. Got a little bit of that extra HP pool, so not feeling too bad when they happen to be wrong on the guesses or on the challenges as well. Yeah, it is so weird seeing Ladiva like walk backwards. The trap is like on her hair, and it's still not activating. We're like, oh, okay, I guess we're good.
Throw? Yeah.
Good.
Bro, the invincibility frame.
No.
The invincibility frame. The invincibility frame is nowhere near.
You know, you had the right idea. I understand. You're looking for the scoop. You're looking for the super to go through the Raging Strike. No, surely they don't do it again. But a little too short, a little bit too late. Lariat through, nothing. Let's see if we can seal this game back out.
Oh, what a challenge.
Yep. Ooh. Nice. Clean. Flash into the spot dodge from Prada. Gets her way back out, but at what cost? Nothing. Still fights you back into the corner.
Good job. Yeah, the buffed up hitbox far heavy. To the wall.
Ooh.
Really? Whoa. Oh, I understand what nothing was trying to go for. It knew that the cross-up was going to come, so wanted to go for the ultimate headbutt to try and armor through the falling button attempt, but instead went for something completely different.
I said, not bad, Cag. You already know that one is making it to the instant replay, but instead of living in the past, we're living in the present. Nothing. Really wants to put another game on the board here. Aggressive from the round start. Chop with the close age against Ata. We've seen so many of these coming out from nothing. The hard reads to try and bait out the panic PC.
How do they know? How do they know? The mask is off. 20/20 vision. Oh, put the glasses back on. There was no mask to begin with. Damn, it's just like Guile and Knuckle do. Put the shades back on.
I'm saying, bro, we got the Sobot with it too. Bottom 5 characters. Lamau jumping in with the far H. Lamau. Oh, God. All right, able to get the anti-air on Ladiva, but nothing again. Still not afraid to swing back here in the mid-screen. Caught up against the wall. With the lariat. Clean crowd from Prada. Chilling with it now back. Chilling on top of the trap and catches you out with another far H.
Just play around the trap. All right. Patience on it, and won't be able to get the kill here, but still favorable position here for nothing.
bait out the BC. All you got was the RS counter hit with the SPD. Nothing, quickly ties it up.
Victory. Battle 1.
Yeah, Diva, so true.
I mean, she just stood there.
The gap,
Oh, God.
the gap in question with body splash into throw.
Ah, the DDRS?
Worked once, we'll do it again. 2BP down for Prada just to try and escape. Gets the EXTP out though.
We honestly need to look for a super attempt here, but we might not have the opportunity. No bips on Prada's side whatsoever. I think just maybe an EX command grab, and she is down.
Jump and not out. Super jump into the empty throw. TP back to try and bait something. We know nothing has definitely been really aggressive on the Abare so far. Finally caught out, taken to the skies with the air trap. Let's pick up the Prada SSBA available.
That's exactly what she needed. Understandably, nothing wanted to go for the air block to get rid of the trap, but had caught the early jump frames for it, so couldn't block afterwards.
AUB action. Now it's set point for Prada. Ooh, okay, round start. Teleport back into the far age to try and stop the space that nothing has felt so comfortable taking every time.
To the west coast.
Two traps behind you, so we're not even gonna wait to get put into that pressure immediately. 2Ls once.
Others are trying to find an escape, but now they're stuck in the corner here.
Yep. Found the escape with the U Golden Throne, set the double air seal, but now we're just gonna U Lariat through with the guard crush.
Oh my goodness, just scramble city. How do you like your eggs?
Battle 3.
Raging Strike ties it up. Final game, final round here. They still have their losers run available, but getting your ticket into the winners finals, definitely what you're looking for. Looking for the 2M, but Prada doing such a good job of playing the spacing game with Far H.
Nice javelin in the close medium. A little extra damage. This is a perfect situation here for Prada. Yeah, actually trying to cover the spacing for the traps so that way folks get taken out.
Yeah, trap between you and me. Ultimate Lariat, but Prada had all the screen space in the world to find the react spot dodge for the full punish. You still available, but all we need is the EXTP in your face to bait out the throw. Nothing falls down into the loser side as Prada secures her spot in winners finals. Look at what the hell are you doing here, Lucas? Aren't you streaming? Are you streaming a bracket right now? Oh, I think it's Minty on production today. Speaking of production, giving us the instant replay of the golden statue. That, bro, I'm still thinking about the one round with the J22U. Little jank ass interaction over there in the corner. The perfect replay for Prada too.
Yeah, I got worried here spending the 15 meter just to try and hit the wall. Because like clearly the damage afterwards.
Is this the round that had? Oh, God.
It read ultimate lariat.
Dude. I saw the instant replay and I feel like I'm more confused than when it actually happened. Like I just mortal eyes were not meant to comprehend Lovecraftian horrors like CAG J22U. That's all I can say.
All I can say for that is someone actually thought that idea up.
Someone tried to fix it in the patch notes, and then, you know, like Nezu was saying in the chat, may have made it even a little bit buggier. But either way, Prada still able to cleanly secure her spot in winners finals. And now, Havaniceday versus Coach Steve is going to be the other side of winners top 8 to try and find Prada's opponent. Also off stream, Hachiman, you know, of course, and Inspector are going to be, or not off stream, on stream, but later on for losers top 8, we got Hachiman versus Inspector and Merp versus Saltz.
I just noticed that myself. Damn, let's go Inspector with the victory over Artorias. What was it? 2-0 on Artorias? Damn!
This is actually the night of upsets. It is insane. There are a lot of strong names over there. If you guys check out that exclamation point bracket that, you know, either got sent down to losers early and fought their way back up, or did not get the chance to, with some, you know, relative up-and-comers really doing a great job of sealing their spot in losers top 8. But back up here in the winners side, winners semifinals. Have a nice day on the Djeeta versus Coach Steve's Belial. I hate this skin, but the player is too damn good for me to talk my smack.
Bro, all I can say for anyone that's an OG of the game, it feels like we're back in 2021, 2022.
Yeah, Coliseum Djeeta versus Belial feels incredibly nostalgic, I gotta say.
Just like, damn, we didn't leave anywhere. We're still stuck in our homes.
But if you close your eye, yeah, the only thing showing us that it's still rising is the blue screen flash and the Brave counter, reminding us that we're in 2024.
I mean, with allergy season, it can definitely feel like COVID all over again.
That's what I'm saying. But no flashbacks here. All we got is rollback, and all we got is all the damage in the world here for Coach Steve, sealing up the kill with the super. Send the spears through her. That's round number 1.
Not even gonna look at the handiwork that he just did for himself. That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying, man. Weekday Granblue hits. I agree, and so does the gift sub from Too Loud, stopping on by and giving that gift over to Merp. Thanks so much. Stopped by this corner. Of course, the Rekka is always going to have you back up against the wall, but does find the 5U punish on Fireball.
Get yourself out of the corner and also gain the frame trap, but Steve still fighting back. And the patience! They do not want to mess up here. Speaking of messing up.
6XL. Not quite up against the wall, but gonna get all the corner carry in the world off of the EX Rekka. A couple block strings has you up on that West Coast. 2 diamonds apiece. Catch you with a shoulder check, dash up throw.
Oh, okay. The boot. Oh no, no animation. We only get the light novel and we're shaking hands 6 feet apart, please. Where is your mask?
No anime adaptation required. We tie it back up here with the EX Rekka. If I'm not mistaken, right, when she has the, when she's in SSBA range, when she uses the normal super, she gets a little extra range on the cinematic, which might have been able to kill, but Hava was winning too hard, so didn't get that extra buff. Either way, still able to seal out the round, but does get a clean anti-air. Oh, Steve with 2H.
I do like the adaptation, but losing count on the combo limit, unfortunately. And this is going to be hefty damage. I'm going to say about around the same health. But I know that Hava is going to go for the super, so that way he can try. No, actually going to stay with the meter, just so that way they can try and secure the round for themselves.
Yeah, maybe valuing the ult skills here. We've seen a lot of the ult Fireball in the corner as well to try and bait out some of these fuzzy buttons. But speaking of the fuzzy mash coming out from Coach Steve, the tap on the toes, still not quite enough to kill. Spend the BC to make sure you keep your turn. And the 2L, the jab to the toes. Coach Steve takes game number 1.
Yes, but there's still a certain range that Djeeta has to hit for the animations to come out during the SBA and SSBA.
Yeah, full animation SSBA range. Yeah, exactly. It extends the range when she's at 30% or lower. But Hava was too healthy for his own good. That is how it goes. Coach Steve takes game number 1, but Hava extension off the DP of the corner here. Ult Fireball. All the plus frames in the world, but speaking of plus frames, plus frame advancing mid 6XL, has Coach Steve a little bit of room to breathe.
Oh, okay, maybe expecting 6XL. No anti-rhythm from Hava?
No damage, no furniture, Hazukashi, but this is a lot of damage here. You get caught up off of the DP. Ult Fireball, we've seen it so many times from Hava. We get the refund off of it, even on block too, so healthy on the meter situation. Lots of chip too for Coach Steve up against this wall.
Ooh, stay away from me.
Fireball. Unhand me.
This is my land. This is my land. Nah, I don't think so.
Ended the record early. Spot dodge, yep. Finds the close L.
Battle 2. Engage.
GX Fireball gets you a lot of space to try and run up after the knockdown. Tries to rock the MVP, but Coach Steve a little too patient. Finds the punish.
Hey, high five. Do another high five. Guess what? This is your handshake. Oh, no. Maybe misinputted there, but still going to work out here for Steve.
Luisha, LDP Ender. We're just mashing the close L. Frame kill, question mark.
No, it is a frame kill.
Yeah.
Just trying to bait and see for another DP attempt from Hava. And we are going to be able to build the super. Yes, just keep it simple. Going for the actual input, so that way we get the extra damage to seal the round. Now Hava and Coach Steve are a game apiece.
Keep it clean with the super Skybound. The Skyfall brings us to game number 3. I said, bro.
Believe in victory.
Broken ass fireball.
One.
That's what I'm saying though, Coco. People forget that she has a +5 ult fireball in your face.
Fireball is stupid. Yeah, especially you're blocking it, right? And you're like, oh, okay, at least it's eating the meter, right? Spends the 50, but you still get, you know, that 12% back every single time. And especially with how much meter you get just from walking forward, kind of playing that spacing game in the corner in the Granblue zone, you know, you get some more fireballs than you might think. They better do that. All right, keep it down, Justin.
I mean, we do have an insider here in the WASD offices right now, but we'll figure that out after this round, because right now it looks like Hava's going to seal the round here for himself. Yes, he does. Going to drop the axe and head straight to potential game point for Hava.
Battle 2. Engage.
All right, Coach Steve, what do we have in store? These fireballs really been giving you a lot of trouble. As has that RM, which is going to slash on through here.
The punish! Oh, there we go. Actually going to get the close heavy as well for that juicy 1600. And this is actually going to be max damage. If we can hit all this, yeah, 6300.
Big whiff. There we go. Coach Steve finds the pickup with the Goisha. Coded DP in neutral, so true.
Late tag. That's gonna bring the life down. Oh my goodness.
Double BC, we're living in the past, bro. I don't know, but the present is looking a little dire. No diamonds on either side. 100 meter apiece. Hava has a big life lead to make your way through, but especially with the 150% damage multiplier, it's not as uphill of a hill as you might think. Sisyphus with the smallest boulder I've ever seen. 5 HH on block, no special cancel.
The 6XL surprise. You thought it was just the white women that could scare you.
Battle 3.
Yeah, you got the white guy normals. Oh no, but we got the white woman fireball. I can't believe it's still active, bro. I got no words.
Charged.
Oh, it's true. Shoulder check, UDP. Down cross out of the corner over there with the safe jump.
And utilizing the block button. That way they didn't have to worry about the cross up.
Nice. I like the use of the 5U to go to the charge fireball. Not trying to hold any of that chip damage or those plus frames.
Ooh, just a bit too late on the 2 heavy attempts, but I understand looking at that super jump.
Yep. And double EX bracket, the walk back to an evil. Didn't get too much off of it, didn't believe in the hit, but either way, stuck up against the wall here. Nice pickup for Hava, has super available to at least even out the BP situation.
Nah, I think this is going to be it. I don't see a sliver coming out of this.
Oh my god, wait, you're right.
Yeah. 20% extra damage because of the 1 BIP, and Hava's going to win this match out 2-1. Oh shit, you died.
Because depending on the super, right, you know, some of them take away that BP a little earlier than others, so the actual effect of that extra 20% damage can be a little different, but Hava, clean routing, able to seal it out in the set. Even Hachiman's like, what the hell? Why is he dead? You play a Lance, bro. Combo limit is a suggestion. Keep it down over there.
Dude, true. Bro, they nerfed 2B because they didn't want 1,000-year-old combos happening on screen. Little did they forget that Lancelot's in the game.
I'm saying, Hava is a corner carry fan. I believe it. I believe it. And I'm a Hachiman fan as well. So I don't know if we're going to be headed into that match just yet, but we are going to be seeing that later on for the losers top 8. Next up, it looks like we're going to be seeing Merp versus Saltz.
So we're still going to have the Djeeta action, just going to be played at a different pace, a little bit more of a neutral, definitely grounded, focused neutral coming from Saltz. But Merp, I think arguably the community can say is like he's the originator of a lot of the tricky and sneaky trap setups that we all know from Cagliostro. Maybe not the definitive version of Cag that we know. Shouts to Zambamu. Also to Prada still, because I remember telling her, look, your setups are really crazy. If you put a little bit more focus on them, you could really mess some people up, and she's still able to provide that with the neutral, of course. But we are definitely going to see the Master Cag versus Saltz here with the Djeeta.
Yeah, let's see it. We've seen so much Djeeta this evening. We've seen quite a bit of Cag as well, so not a surprise to see them run into each other here for top 8 losers. They should be good to go. Busta, I see in the chat. I'm assuming Busta plays Ladiva in this game as well. I don't know if you still play a lot of Granblue or you're mostly cheering on the rest of the Canada homies who have made it into top 8. Either way, I'm excited to see it. Merp, my idol, Merp, my Oshi, heading in with the Lowain.
What is this?
Against Saltz's Djeeta. All right. Clearly, he's thinking streamer brain right now. What do the people in the audience want? We've seen enough Cagliostro. We've seen enough Djeeta. No Lowain to be seen on the stream just yet. So might as well let the intros rock for top 8 losers.
Yeah, I can totally appreciate that. If anything, chat, can I please see some ways? Hey, I see it from Prada. Way!
What if everyone started talking with us? If there was more than one group of Lowains, I think it might be a little over. Bro is not my idol. Yeah, you're demoted from Oshi to just some dude.
Might be a little bit more of a chill community if you all talk like Lowain.
I'm saying. All right, spot dodge right through the EX Fireball. Not gonna let you get away with that, but tap on the toes here with the stagger 2L.
Okay, -4, but yeah, you still gotta be mindful of the parry. As I said it, Salt's not ready with the dodge attempt.
Yep, the double eat behind the cat bot. Low triple attack into, so we just take the time to run up for the throw.
A close to the wall.
Double throw call. Nothing in particular found, but Merp's so healthy on the meter, so healthy on the HP as well.
Cool activation quickly.
Yeah, immediately go into the HPA.
And all of this is technically for us because we can't hurt him.
Yep. Block high, react low, finds the hit there to take the BP, so we're going to spend the second one to try and escape. Caught through the cat bot. You teched it the first time. We thought we'd go for it again. Awesome sauce to try and look for this chip damage checkmate.
Dude, because like Lowain definitely has ways to keep the pressure going, and some people have found some really good mix-ups that can still lead to unblockable situations, you know, specifically for the corner. But at the same time, if Lowain needs a second to grab a snack for himself, you know, get that after-school break snack, he can definitely just create a wall of projectiles to give himself a second to heal up.
He does not have time to microwave the Lunchables now. He's up against the corner. Saltz keeping the pressure on, just staying right outside of range for you to try and challenge without making a hard commit. So finds the whip punish here with the 5H, and all the meter in the world for Saltz here seals out the round.
Yeah, speaking of Lunchables, man, definitely needed that. Make a pizza by yourself.
Battle 3.
That's what I'm saying. Make a pizza by yourself. Choose your own adventure combos. Saltz had all the damage they needed to seal it out. So now we're tapping on the toes here with the 2L. So tap on the dome here with the triple attack overhead.
Oh, the last rocket.
God, yeah, it's so active for so long.
Just opting for food. I've opted for a meter as well. Now that we have 100% for ourselves. Exactly. Probably the better super for Lowain, so that way he doesn't have to worry about the opponent playing Mario Party. Since, thanks to the additional rollback, arguably a little bit easier to play around Big Mom.
Yeah, having to play against Yggdrasil in delay was definitely a little tricky, but even with rollback, HPA is so tricky to try and get around a safe way to spend the 100 meter and able to seal it out. Merp takes game number 1.
Battle 1. Engage.
Welcome to the wall.
Walk up, threats the throw. Nothing to be found though. Gonna mash right into the parry. I like the attempt at the delay, but Merp delaying the wake up reversal as well.
Oh, Merp going for something. I did see it looked as though the knife attack icon had went off during that time.
Right.
I think this can be enough if we're able to maximize a more close heavy.
Yeah, the last time I doubted in Djeeta Super, I was incredibly wrong. So I already know this how this one is gonna be. Yeah. Send it with the SBA. Salt's 1 round away from trying to tie it back up.
Battle 2. Engage.
Let's see.
Damn the
Ooh,
2U.
the immediate slide. Challenging the EX Fireball, you know, a couple times we've gone for the spot dodge, but obviously so far away. Not too much that you can get off of it. Speaking of, able to avoid that parry. Not going to get you too much. Tries to spot dodge after the clash, but we're just going for the Rekka. Still has more hits even on the whiff.
And even if not every hit made contact, still a good starter for Saltz.
Yeah.
No record on site, so we can't corner push. Yeah, we need some help.
Help! Oh my god, send out the flame wheel, gives you another chance to try and get a salad on deck, but still looking pretty rough for the HP here. Saltz definitely is not a player who's been leaving damage on the table, right? So any of these one hits confirming to the super is going to be so scary. Finds the close L.
I love how I just realized as well, Lowain is like the only character in this game that can actually call marvelous hits. I need backup!
Assist me.
A lot of chip out attempts, but we are good so far.
Yeah, I like the backup from Merp says, all right, I get it. You are the blocker in question. I understand, but tried to block the fireball with the bros, but it just goes straight on through. Multi-hits for days, and now it's tied up 1 apiece here in top 8 losers. Any Hachiman enjoyers? So true.
So
Me, literally me, but you know, that's gonna be next up. Oh my god, the immediate parfait gets you so much meter so early into the round.
Get off of me, DP. Okay, but Merp staying alive after that whiff parry attempt.
Ooh.
Got like a
Shimmy walk up close L.
Nice. Oh, but no final hit, but that's gonna work out with the cat bot. Let's wait for a bad situation just like this right here, so that way we got the human pyramid. Can we break Salt's defense?
Ooh, finally finds the low, reacted every single time, but 4 to 5 is not good enough. Just barely out of range here, and the Raging Strike kills just off the hit.
Ooh, I was just thinking too, like Merp, just throw him. That's all you need, but still not ready for the Raging Strike. Hey.
Corner, triple attack ender.
Ooh, I like that free kill actually.
Any Hachi, what? You guys gotta live in the present here. Look at the screen. Guys, we're at set point for Merp here. 50% meter available. Still down to 50% health though, so Saltz to confirm it to the super could be very scary.
Yeah, find meter, health, something, somewhere. Gonna go for the HPA again.
Let's pick up with the champagne poppers. Salad right in front of my salad.
The salad was good
still
though.
doing.
Oh, the parfait, we're back at 50. Real soon here, there it is.
Ooh. Let it rock a little early. What are we gonna do with the 50 meter though? Tries to buy some time, but no, trying to run up, be a little too aggressive. Saltz catches the approach.
One apiece right now. Anyone could take it here. Saltz with the damage output, but Merp with a good defense here on neutral.
The wall pickup. 50 meter available for Saltz. We don't see a lot of the ultimate fireball like we saw with Hava, but you know, still leveraging the meter, constantly keeping the super on deck to make sure that we cash out on all the damage that we need. Raging Strike to the super. This one, I think it's actually Sliver.
Okay, no, yeah, I agree, Sliver.
Ooh.
Damn, Imp,
The
you
dome.
lost all your points. And guess what? This is Lowain. We can get the health back if we can find it. And we do have... No, we're not going to call Big Mom Iggy.
Yeah, HPA available. Iggy for the full invul through the super as well, but the meter goes unused. Merp out here at number 7 in top 8 losers as Saltz moves on to the next round. So neck and neck. Yeah, even Imp in the chat was like dead. No, but I was thinking the same thing too. I'm not gonna lie. As soon as I said, "Oh, surely you live with the sliver," I saw the health drained, and I was like, you know, I've been wrong once or twice in my life. What's one more? But still, yeah, I cannot believe that they ended up living that. This one you do not live in the instant replay. I'll tell you that much. But towards the end there, you had just barely a chance, but it's scary to try and want to commit to that 100 meter because obviously if you die after the Yigi, they have a way to, you know, dodge through and get the guaranteed kill afterwards.
Yeah.
Maybe you're trying to look for an ult skill, but if you get sniped through that as well, you know, you just gave up the meter for nothing. But, you know, dying with the full bar, also not a great feeling, but that is how it goes. Out at number 7 here, so a great run either way to Merp.
But yeah, now that we have that match out of the way, we are gonna have Hachiman versus Inspector. Canada boys rise up. Hachiman fans, where are you at right now? I better see that support because holy crap, we got the original Dragon Knights coming here for you on stream.
Believe in victory. Battle.
Dragon Knights pulled up. We even kind of got the Lance Percival skin here too. So Inspector versus Hachiman. Percival versus the Lance here. Guys, I know we got a lot of Hachiman fans, but any Inspector fans in the chat, make sure to send some love as well. Locks Hachi down with the flame carpet. I said lockdown, and then immediately we just dealt a leave off the wall.
Not gonna find the kill here, but that is nice damage going for the EX Fafnir. Get off me, says Hachiman.
Hachiman says, get off me, and Merp says, come through the raid of 78 just in time to watch Inspector take that first round. Thank you very much for the raid.
I do like the fact that Inspector is gonna go for the Dolphin Flame Carpet, just so that way he can like sneakily drain the opponent's life. So that way, thinking about chip or thinking about damage is not so much of a worry. Oh, combo limit. Mix up.
Trying to escape. Nothing too much off the Lord Strike there.
It's a +10. Yo, but you can't slow me down for this air throw.
Ooh. Asu caught out with the close L.
Dub, I see you in the chat. Who do you have looting? Oh, you're going for Inspector? Okay, I got you. I'm not even gonna ask the question.
Yeah, I saw a vanilla player and I had a feeling who we were talking about, but add up on the rounds here. I don't know. The battle of the old versus new. Just gonna DB through.
Man, you can't even call Inspector old. He's like a young adult at this point in the game.
I see. He's put his time in, but you know, there's still more time to be put. You War gonna catch you out, but no confirm off the hit though.
Slowly building the meter with the combo limit and nice spacing to assure the +10 on Inspector. Again, and going for it, yeah, trying to go for get me out of here options when you're frozen like that.
Yeah.
Obviously, they're gonna come out at much slower times, very similar to Ami's slowdown super in Marvel 3. So, as you saw from Hachiman, going for the teleport base to kind of bait out guard cancel, bait out DP. You know, this rougher avenue of options that you can go for if you want to try and get out of the corner here.
Forward. Something to lock you down here, but awkward hit off the airborne 6XL. DP through to send out the flame carpet, but you can just walk it back out.
Same time, you do give Inspector time to look for flame charges, but we're not really seeing that. Ops should go for the chip out.
I like the idea there, the jump back to try and catch out that high delta leap, but unfortunately the air to air not gonna work out. You Gorilla Blade so good at manipulating wherever you are on the screen.
Bro.
The side swap here, clean for Hachiman, up against the wall, baits out the stand block with the fastball.
Bro, I know I was talking about Marvel, but it looks like I'm watching Strider right now. I was talking about Marvel 3, not Marvel Infinite. Come on.
I'm saying. Alright, Hachiman set point, quickly making their way through 3 rounds, but Inspector down but not out, sends the DP.
Yeah, I see Virum in the chat too.
Fight back Inspector for the Percy Goats.
You got the main man himself watching you, Inspector. You can do it.
You're not just some dude, you're not just some Dragon Knight, you are the Lord of Flames, fights your way back out of the corner. The 2L back to mid-screen, beats Brock, the 6-6M.
Oh, wasn't sure on the positioning, so they ended up getting caught from behind.
Yeah, the momentum was on fire, but you finally got iced out. Side swap here for the Lance, but we send the Flame Carpet one more time. Lord Strike to the back throw.
Yo, let me chip. Oh my goodness. Finds their way out, so no more chip damage. Oh.
Okay, throw in, but didn't get it.
Inspector, you have to chill. Just, yes. And the carpet doing that DOT damage necessary for Inspector to sneakily get that round for himself.
Yeah, I really didn't think that you were in that chip damage range, but just standing on that flame carpet, the damage really adds up. Didn't even realize chip damage was a factor. So now 5 stocks to your name, swinging at the ground.
It's fast. They more or less said, you know what? The way that he had it in the beta, he kind of needs that currently, so we're going to give it back. Oh, interesting. Gonna spend the cash immediately, secure the life lead here. Yeah, and that's the best option to go for. You just have to respect that situation after super, and if you don't want to deal with the fact that he's plus afterwards, you have to guard cancel.
Send the bomb. Just gonna whiff the far L, so we send the flame carpet anyway. Again, you gotta be careful of the dot, the ignite just ticking on you. No MSI, no confirm off of the 2M, even the counter hits, 2 of them.
Oh my God.
On Hachiman, another flame counter, or another flame carpet leads to the counter.
Chill, Inspector, you have to show. Oh my God, and he didn't have any bits to go for the confirm.
Dude, every time you tell him to chill, he starts mashing, and every time it's worked, but throwing out the throw whip. Hachiman does not go for the second fastball, looks for the throw bait, and finds it. Top 8 losers quarters for Hachiman 2-0.
There's nothing else you can say except the fact that, I mean, maybe Inspector hasn't played a Lancelot at this speed, because all I could say is, like, you could smell the fear from your monitors from Inspector.
That is how it goes. He tried to play patient over there, you know, holding the pressure in the corner. Then you finally make your way to the mid screen, right? Trying to be a little bit more antsy. You said, oh, cool down. But we were playing super active on the defense, looking for the throws off of the fastball, but just a little bit too early or a little bit too late every single time. And a couple times, you know, Hachiman had baited out that throw, but then tried to go for another throw bait or mix up and missed that opportunity, but in the end was able to seal it out. Moving on to losers quarters against nothing. So a quick catch up on where we're at right now. Waiting, sitting pretty in the winners finals is Havaniceday versus Prada. I think next up we're going to be seeing Coach Steve and Saltz for losers quarters, and then back onto the other side, Hachiman versus nothing.
Yeah, I think that'd be smarter to go for, seeing as how you know, each of the players just made it through their matches. So we want to make sure that all the players that just, you know, go down by order, so that way everyone has enough time to breathe after their matches.
Yeah, let's try and alternate a little bit. We don't want Hachiman to, you know, head into back-to-back. You know, he is playing out of his mind. Yeah. Definitely don't want to ice him out too much, but giving him a little break to stretch out the hands, I think is fair while we make our way through the loser side here. So, Saltz versus Coach Steve. This is going to be the Djeeta versus Belial.
Look, nothing. Sometimes when I'm in top 8 and I make it through my first losers match, I need to finish my dinner. How about that?
I'm saying, bro.
Who are you going to tell me?
Breathe. Bro, us? We need to breathe over here on the commentary desk. You guys are doing a good job of making sure the matches just keep on coming. So appreciated to make sure that there's barely any downtime between all of the action, but giving us a second to breathe here. Rocking the intros for top 8 losers quarters. Again, Saltz versus Coach Steve.
Yo, why did Belial say it like that? The other singularity? What does that mean?
Bro, he says everything in a suspect way. I'll tell you what. I am scared if we get a battle pass skin for Belial. I'm sure a lot of you understand the fear in my heart here. The Fujoshis have no fear. They have desire. But get back into it, they desire. Oh, God. Summer Belial is too strong. We're even on the beach already.
Perfect. Especially perfect that we can play this stage without a delay base. And funny enough, Steve just dealt with his first match versus Hava. Oh my God, I was giving you props that you have the Djeeta experience so far. And already you can react to the Raging Strike, and you are taking massive damage and massive corner carry. Gonna use the meter to try and push back to the West Coast side, but now there's no bits on their side whatsoever, so they're gonna take an extra 50% on whatever hit that they take.
The walk back. Yeah, you have a lot of health to work with here, but the immediate one-hit confirm into the super. Finds the cinematic off of it as well. Saltz quickly gonna even up that life lead.
That was like that literally was like a Marvel super, bro.
Whoop, bro, and the wall bounce too.
I just saw your mama. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
It's literally what it was. He just did like the full screen flame super. Goodbye.
Yeah, shades of Marvel. Everyone wants to call, you know, Granblue the footsies game, but we got a little bit of shenanigans in us. We got a little EXDP to escape the corner, but still 2M. It's the EX fireball. Not a full confirm there, but all good. A little extra damage on top.
Over the airborne pickup here. Nice. Game does not have pussy. All I'm gonna say is this game was made by Arxis. Remember that.
That's what I'm saying. We gotta remember our roots. We gotta remember that you can't just be super jumping in for free. Saltz caught out here with the 2H from Coach Steve.
We have enough meter to utilize an ultimate skill if we need to.
Pick up. EX Asmodeus. Coach Steve ties it up.
Battle 3. Engage.
Played a little slower here. Backdash, but lost a lot of corner space here, a lot of screen control. Immediately to pick up into the EX Rekka. Of course, it's a wall bounce.
Oh, looking for the high fives.
Ran right into the 5H. Coach Steve, please.
Hey, second high five, get the third one for good measure. No dodge, I respect it.
Backdash out to the mid-screen, trying to maintain the spacing, but Saltz takes to the aggressive immediate Rekka. Walk it out, 6XL. A diamond down on both sides, but still a lot of resources either way. Full meter available for Saltz too.
Yeah, this is still pretty, okay, well, not anymore with that throw.
A little less pretty now. Still got a beachside scenery, but 100 meter each. Coach Steve, not a lot of health on the board. Rapidly tying up the health lead, though, I say, as we get caught out with the mark at EX Rekka. Just a little bit too far for the wall bounce, but we have a lot of meter to try and keep you locked out with the ultimate fireball. Coach Steve takes the opportunity to jump back out.
Damn, trying to secure the plus frames to keep Steve honest, but honestly, he just needed to keep everything simple, which he did, giving himself the first game here. And unfortunately, we are turning the hourglass here for, we don't know how long. What happened?
We'll see. I don't know. Please wait. And I mean,
Believe in victory.
I was going to say, maybe we need a little bit of downtime to refocus here, but no, we're headed back into it immediately. Game number 2. Yeah, I tried to pick these guys a little bit late jumping over the fireball there.
Oh no, odd drop actually from that. Fireball usually not that difficult to combo after.
Sendakoisha tried to challenge. I thought that would catch the startup, but
Yeah.
just barely a couple pixels too far.
Well, like that's trying to utilize the range of 2U. That could be the factor here to help out in neutral. I love. Yes, I know my
I was
players.
just sending out the claw, bro.
I know my
The
players.
claw.
Hey, going for the heavy. Yup, we got the meter. We're gonna go for the raging strike. Try to optimize the damage. Also give our skills enough time to recharge here if it doesn't kill. But trust, you don't have to look at the annihilation that Steve just did. Now he's at match point for himself here.
Yeah, the super cinematic hides the health bar, but with that sliver left, you don't need to hide the damage for us to know that it's gonna kill. Set point for Coach Steve, trying to end Saltz's run here.
Oh, interesting. No wall bounce, but we do find a meaty far light from that.
Double 6XL, little chip with the EX Fireball. Trying to wait out something risky from Coach Steve here and look for the whiff punish, but no, instead he's just walking it back out. Chop the toes, little 6XL counter hit.
Look to the west side, yo, the secret handshake. Uh-oh, 2-time this time.
Double Asmodeus routing, still gonna get EXDP'd out. So even on the health, but Saltz able to confirm into a super here to kill. Spacing in with the 2M, looking for some chip. Fine, getting out of the super range because you build up so much meter on the hit here.
You might be dead. Actually, no, you're definitely dead. That was just a joke, but then after seeing that big jump of damage, it was like, no, no jokes here.
Keeping it real, locking in and staying serious. It's still set point for Coach Steve, but Saltz around on the board, 1 round away from tying it back up and finds a counter hit into the EX Rekka again.
Time to throw.
Run up, rebuy your turn with another 6XL, so it's a counter hit 5H into the side swap for Steve.
Okay, I didn't know you had that. Finds the 5U and is gonna get the hard knockdown because of the counter.
Yep. They send out the Brave counter. Tries to spot dodge through, but still, Saltz a little too patient. Able to recover in time after the 2L, so another pickup into the EX Rekka.
Oh man, even with the 2U to help with the timing. Yeah. Don't go for super. Wouldn't have killed.
I was gonna say, ooh, but tried to spend the 50 on the old fireball, loses it and gets counter hit on the startup here. Coach Team knows exactly what you were looking for with that walk up. Speaking of walk up, menacingly for the command grab. Ultimate Goisha looking for the chip.
Oh my goodness. Checkmate scenario. All you had to do was block, but even then, I don't think you had the life to survive it.
Havaniceday, why did he run up with the DP? Yeah, actually. Would it have done enough chip damage to kill on the way down?
I don't think
the
so,
chip
honestly.
kill?
I don't
It
think
was
so,
still a
honestly.
decent chunk of the HP, right?
The fireball did a decent chunk of the HP. The DP, I
Yeah.
don't think so.
Not nearly as much, right? But whether it was a miscalculation or Coach Steve trying to catch out a, you know, an aggressive counter poke and another button to escape
No, it
the
wouldn't
corner
have
here,
been
either way it
enough.
works out.
It wouldn't have been enough. It would have just put Salt in the sliver side of things.
Oh, I see. So you still wouldn't have been in chip damage territory. So really calling out, you know, a preemptive button to try and stop the approach there from Saltz, and does work out, sending Saltz out at number 5 here. But again, great run. A lot of strong names taken out on the way over here. So hopefully you're able to rest easy knowing you made it. Good way into that top 8 graphic. But to seal out the other side of losers semis, we're going to be heading back into losers quarters. Nothing versus Hachiman, Ladiva versus Lance.
Oh boy, I've seen a lot of this back in original with Lennox. I remember it's actually been a while. Seth, there we go. Lennox and
Is that
Seth.
right?
It's honestly been a while. I know he's taking a break from the game.
Yeah, definitely a historical matchup here. And you guys, you know, you've seen the history. You're used to claiming those match arena codes. 7 left here. I'm sure we can close that out before the end of this set. Losers quarterfinals. Nothing versus Hachiman finds the first hit with a Rekka.
Yeah, Zero, from what I understand, Seth was saying that like he just needs a break from the game altogether.
Understandable. Sometimes you just need to refresh the brain. He believes in the chat here for Hachiman.
I'm sorry, where did we just find the 100-meter out of nowhere?
We'll be walking forward, running forward. Cranking the specials, I understand. I thought we were looking for the air-to-air there, but Hachiman caught out of the skies on the way back down. Nothing. I confirm it to the super to even out the VP situation.
Alright, what's next? I know we're gonna save the command grab. I know that for a fact, but at the same time, yeah, the 6XLs are gonna be a big use for nothing here. Since we're going for the meaty raging strike again.
Yep.
Can we bait? Damn, what are you doing?
With the SPD. Looking a little scary in the corner there, but still able to seal it back out. Down to the wire with no BP to their name, so both of them definitely willing to, you know, spend the brave points, whether it's for a cheeky, meaty Raging Strike setup or for Hachiman, you know, trying to escape with that brave counter. That's a hit after the clash, no confirm.
Damn, no fear, just gonna go straight.
Oh my.
The belly splash.
Single headbutt, trying to see if we bait out the DP. Nothing found, so we're just gonna rock the 50-meter for the ult lariat.
I like the spacing. Yeah, as you said, just waiting for the ult DP.
Ooh, tapping toes, double Rekka, 0. So Hachi takes the opportunity to fight back, but so does nothing off of the soft knockdown. It's close L to the dome, and it's game number 1. Okay.
Yo, what happened to all the Hachiman fans?
Battle 1.
Yo, they went a little quiet over there in the chat. Okay. Gap
There
is
we
still
go.
here. Gotta tell Hachi to lock in. I know this is a painful matchup for Gabagool, right? One of the Ladiva goats out here, so cheering on the Ladiva Nation. But of course, a staunch supporter of the Canada FGC, so who are you supposed to cheer for right now? I don't know, the crowd is cheering for nothing.
Do it again. That's
Lock
crazy.
in, Hachi. Look to your Canadian passport. Dude, he's flying out of the corner, I'll tell you what. Spend the BC. Back out here to the mid-screen here and caught on the toes with the 2M, nothing. Stays up off of the headbutt for the perfect and set point.
East Coast gulps, West Coast breathes heavily, Japan nods nervously. South America, yes, Canada.
Yes, Canada with the counter hit. Okay, wall bounce here off of the EX Gorilla Blade. Fight on through, keep the spirit alive. Hachiman, no, caught out of the lead. Turbulence takes you to the skies and nothing.
Ooh.
Not afraid to challenge, even down on the HP, even getting caught out with the counter hit 2H.
Hey, welcome to the East Coast. Get off of me.
The vibes on the East Coast, so we're just gonna swap on through. Double side swap. Hachi catches you on the toes.
5 you on a Canadian. That's crazy.
Alright, this could be the start of the reverse sweep momentum, and you're absolutely gonna need it against nothing. Someone that is undeterred on the defense, undeterred from hitting the 5L on their own. Wake up, pulling up here with the SPD.
You are definitely hurting. Save the meter, possibly. Can we bake our cast? Dude, every time after the 5 heavy.
Yep, I think we made it again. Yeah, nothing does such a good job of forcing out the brave counters. Knows that you're looking for it after the chop. No VP to your name now, though. You got to hold it. 50 meter available for nothing to try and close this out. Hachi has the ult DP available, but tries to bait out the anti-air.
Oh, hold on. We find the counter hit, crouch and confirm.
What?
Oh.
Hachi, the nerves kicking in right now. Guard crush off the lariat, but it's UDP to trade the meter back. Still 50 available for nothing. No catch on the other side. No confirm off of the jump in counter hit side swap. So Hachi falls at 5th place. Nothing takes it 2-0.
Oh my god, what a unfortunate scenario to have. Just didn't. Oh my god, the vacuum on that. Excuse me.
Yep, scooped up by the SPD.
Sound like the worried mother, just like, oh my god, it scoops up like 3 cones for you. That's crazy.
My god, like clutching the pearls at the round ender. No, the chat got hit with the ad right as the set was about to end. That is unfortunate. Any Hachi? Oh, LeBryant, you've come at a bad time.
Yeah, you came out at the worst time. Right on the
Your
replay
timing
also.
is your timing, your reads on what is happening on the screen that you're not watching have not
Oh my god,
come
all
up
the
too well,
Hachiman
but
fans are back now.
I just made my snack. What happened? Lads, who's gonna tell them?
It's not gonna be me, that's for sure.
So anyway, moving on to loser semis is going to be nothing, making their way through the bracket to face off against Coach Steve. But back on the winner's side, our first to 3 of the evening, we got winners finals. Have a nice day versus Prada.
Oh man, still again, good situation for Prada. I'm very proud of her run here tonight. Obviously doing the one counterplay match against Merp, so that way they could make it to top 8 winner side with the Siegfried. So we know that Siegfried is in the basket if he needs to get plucked out for this matchup against Hava. But honestly, I think she's vibing tonight. She's doing pretty good. Guaranteed 3rd place, if anything.
Already clean on the placings here, but obviously not content with 3rd place, trying to go for the gold here. We got the blonde versus blonde. Old Djeeta taking a lot of damage off of these traps.
That 5U was nasty for the extension.
Almost as nasty as Uber hitting us with the raid. Thanks so much for the support.
Yeah, -4 frames off of the ultimate flash, but Uber Cheesecake with the +4 viewers. Let's go.
That has to go for the air-to-air. Doesn't get caught up by the J2 to you, but does land in time to catch you out on the way down. Hava. A lot of damage here.
Oh, this is what I'm talking about. She's just ready with... never mind. I'm sorry. I cursed it. Ready whenever utilizing the J2-2U, but not ready for the throw baits.
Battle 2.
And kill with the super. First round over to Havaniceday. Send the fireball immediately. Yeah, Hava is definitely a Djeeta fireball enjoyer.
It's good. It's strong. Well, you're going to lose a chunk right here. Out. Into the charge. Oh, my goodness. Where'd your life go? That's crazy.
2-1 for you, my beloved. We were talking about the ultimate fireball so much we forgot about that classic. Game on over
That's
to
what I'm
Havaniceday.
saying, him.
Believe in victory.
Brother.
Battle 1. Engage.
Yeah, it actually just went past the trap detonation. That is evil. But you guys are a force of good. You claimed all the Matcherino codes. Thanks so much. We still got the direct contributions. But Havaniceday is definitely contributing a lot of damage over to Prada's HP right now. Super jump, tries to escape the corner, but I like the air-to-air from Hava.
I like the spacing too that Hava's like looking out for either 2U or far heavy and like attempting the whip punishes using the 6
Oh, not only is it too fast for the traps, it clears the traps on the way over. All right, that's evil.
Yeah. It's that.
All right, that's
you
kinda
have to
nasty.
remember the fact that like ultimates will slow down, so that means that the traps also have a longer
Slower
pop time.
detonation time, yeah. Ooh, speaking of slowing down time, we're trying to slow it down here. Look for a little extra chip damage off of the ultimate fireball. Nothing found off of the attempt to throw bait with the EXTP.
And yeah, with the huge life lead here, Hava doesn't really have to overextend if they don't want to. But it is Hava.
It's true. Willing to play a little frisky, a little aggressive. Willing to catch you out of the TP in the air with the 2H back-to-back.
Battle 2. Engage.
I will confirm it. Yeah, a little too far to see if EX Pinwheel would have worked out.
Yep.
This is first to 3-0 since this is winners finals.
Into the EX record. Finds the counter hit. 2-1 for you after the roll through. Have.
Honestly, that's so good for Djeeta too, because if that cross-up ends up happening to you, either you're -4 or you're +5. You're safe either way.
Yeah, neither of those are particularly bad, right? Okay. Ooh! Just out of range for the Raging Strike.
Yo, that was anime as hell. Hold on, Prada, you need to get around for yourself here.
Cinematic intro right there off the clash situation. Finds the hit here in the corner.
Not gonna build the meter, however, so we need to find one more touch. Ugh.
Counter at 5H, but not looking for the hit there. Does find the confirm with the Raging Strike here, though. Havaniceday still 50 meter in the bank to close out the job.
Man, the DP was just enough. Didn't have to spend ults at all for the kill.
Yep. Right, 2-0, but it's still first to 3. You have the opportunity for the reverse sweep, but Prada, you know, backing out to the lobby. I don't think this is a mistake of first to 2, but it is considering, do we want to swap over? We've seen the Siegfried a little bit earlier in the
feel
bracket, but I don't know.
I feel it. I see it from nothing as well. I think the Sig needs to come out.
Siegfried time.
I think the Sig needs to come out.
It's time to be a Sig freak.
Prada keeping Hava on his toes.
Bro, we're just throwing out the Badgers, waiting for the lock-in.
Assuming the stance.
The Hava Depot.
You gotta assume the stance. You can't falter.
Badger up.
It's you and the bear in the forest.
Oh, God. You got to choose between you and a bear in a forest or you and Djeeta. And Djeeta is going to corner carry you to the nearest tree. Zoe!
I mean, Zoe can fight Djeeta neutral-wise, but I don't think that this is a fun matchup
Believe in
overall.
victory. Battle 1.
It's really player-dependent.
Sin took the controller, perhaps? I don't know. Game at number 3. Hava up 2-0, so just needs one more game to seal their ticket into Grand Finals winning side.
Bro, the meaty fireball. Yay.
Okay, triple attack overhead, but really not going to make a dent in the huge life lead right now. Hava has you up against the wall.
Yeah, this is honestly pretty rough. As I said before, Zoe does have good neutral buttons, but unfortunately they do not have the same range that Djeeta does. Her buttons are more so like to cover the range that she wants to throw the buttons out.
Walk it out. Charge of the fireball.
Like, it's literally why we're not... Oh, nice laser! But no forward momentum for the dust loop.
Yeah. If you're a little closer to the corner, that might have been the sickest conversion in the world, but all good. Send out the L Dragon.
Yeah, you can see from that far heavy, there's not really hitting much unless it's a white punish.
Right. Taking the corner, tried to escape. 6XL stops you in your tracks.
Down but not out. This is a safe jump opportunity for Hava if he wants to. Opts for it. Finds the late tech. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, finding the late hit on the 6XL, so that way they could. Oh my goodness.
7-point Hava. Just one more far L. Any fireball on hit should be enough. Whips the spinning slash, but catches out the Rekka with the far L. Full confirm. I say as we drop. That is the far F to seal it out for Havaniceday. We had the kill for Prada, but not enough to clutch it up. 3-0 to move on to Grand Finals winner's side.
And I know exactly what she wanted to go for to try and set up for the lightning mix-up, but unfortunately with that spacing, yeah, you have to go for close heavy. Too heavy is too slow. It's not gonna exactly work out. And if you're thinking to yourself, all right, I just have to put them up higher, Rekka has a very linear hitbox, so it's really tough to find that right space to where too heavy could work.
Ooh. Even on the instant replay too, we had to see it one more time. Good attempt there, but you know, the routing in the end really does make the difference. But Prada is down but not out, headed down into the losers finals. And to find their opponent, we have our final first to two of the evening. Losers semis, Coach Steve versus Nothing.
Well, Nothing's doing a really crazy run here, along with Steve with the Belial pick. But it's interesting because Nothing has gotten a lot of good reads. He's got he's clearly got like a good understanding of where to place themselves in neutral, and is very patient with doing the command grabs as to almost have the opponent forget that command grab is even an option. But Coach Steve does have a lot of Ladiva experience as well in his under his belt with players like Uber Cheesecake and others to help him learn the matchup quicker.
Yeah, I feel like, especially East Coast, I feel like there's been some talk around the town of, wow, you know, a lot of us are running into Ladiva and, you know, occasionally dropping games or even sets here and there, you know, just due to a lack of experience. So it's been a study topic, I think, more recently, right, as they're trying to tighten up their game around it. So let's see if some of that studying has paid off the exam here over in losers semis, and you only have the first two to try and figure it back out. The Belial, like you mentioned, has absolutely been cooking, but so has Nothing, really just tearing it up with the aggression.
I also love how Imp is still using the text-to talk, even though he's got plenty of stickers that he could utilize.
Yeah. All good, all good. No stickers required. Heading into losers semis. Let's see it. Coach Steve versus Nothing.
Okay.
Any Nothing enjoy, man. The name does not lend itself to traditional hype, I'll tell you what. But of course, the Ladiva homies are still here to cheer you on. The residual, I cheer for whoever Gabagool homies are there as well to show some love. Of course, Coach Steve needs no introduction. Mashing on through with a close L.
Honestly, if I were to cheer for Nothing, it would probably sound like a skit from Smiling Friends. I love Nothing, Jaytsu. I love Nothing.
Yes, yes, bestie, give us Nothing. Yeah. Come on, Nothing. No, getting grabbed out here.
Oh God!
Great stomp with the 6XM.
Speaking of Nothing, you're about to have no life whatsoever.
Yeah, I don't think we quite built up the 100 here, so all good off of the Asmodeus, but didn't need the super. Just one more light confirmed in the corner.
Battle 2. Engage.
Alright, take to the skies, neutral jump JH. I love Nothing. I love Nothing.
Lemon Sugar, I don't think you should be saying that outside.
It just works. All right, backdash here, back out to the mid screen. Awkward little combo off the air hit, so we're just gonna stabilize, find another hit here into the Goetia.
Secret handshake.
Now catch you with the double. Let you into the club. That's the password. Tries to swing with the 2M, but a little bit too far.
And the crouching counter hit. We are gonna find the meter for the super. We just need one racing check confirmed. Gonna build the skills back just in time, and I do believe, yup, get that 1 point.
Send it with the spears. Game 1 over to Coach Steve. And again, this is our final first to two of the evening. So way there to sealing it out. Nothing. What do we got in the tank?
Yeah, I'm going for the raw round start and lariat and far H saying put that away.
Sometimes you just gotta send it, man. You know, show them you got that dog in you, but the dog rapidly getting traded with the ultimate Goisha. Once again, full pickup into the double handshake.
Rock and roll says nothing. Good metal head? Who knows? Who knows? Awesome plus frames on nothing. He's got to be wary too, since he's going to take 20% more damage. Nice dodge into the punish, no escape. No too heavy attempt and no DP attempt coming from Steve. There's the too heavy, but then cancel into the Raging Strike for the kill, but we won't need it. We find the kill ourselves using the Fireball extension.
We need the Raging Strike behind it, but just in case, we needed a little extra damage. Set point for Coach Steve here.
And the meaty 6H as well. I love how he's setting that up as well. It makes me want to see how good that is on block.
The Ender goes for the MVP to beat out the Brave counter clean.
Just goes for the close light for insurance. Do it again.
Well, the trademark aggression really hasn't worked out against Coach Steve, finally letting the U headbutt rock.
Man ran to it. He wanted that hug.
Go for the VC on. Wait, there's no way you bring this round back, but we just built up the SSBA. Give me a hug, brother. This one is going to make it to the final count. 1, 2, 3. That's a round on the board here for nothing. Staying alive, just barely able to make the barely any HP comeback.
3.
Taking advantage of the -6 frames after that failed, not failed attempt, delayed.
Ooh, the Goisha gave you more than enough time to just jump over the U headbutt. That's so smart. We saw it in the corner earlier and gave nothing the opportunity to fight back, but nothing left in the HP after this super. Send it with the clean confirmed. Coach Steve sends the spears through and moves on to losers finals 2-0 over nothing.
That was hella quick too. Very unfortunate also for nothing. Seeing that the Fireball's vacuum attempt, you would think after that, like, okay, Coach Steve missed their cross-up attempt, no combo. This could be my opportunity now that they're in the corner, but instead didn't take into account that the Fireball is still going to give Steve some plus frames after it.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think we even saw in that one round when nothing was able to make that comeback, the offensive sequences that they're able to present and their reads on the opponent's defense are really strong, right? And able to bring them back from what seems like an unwinnable type of round. But the consistency, you know, in the risk reward and what you're presenting over in the mid screen, a lot of times this over aggression was working against a lot of opponents that, you know, thought that we would change up the game plan a little bit. Oh, you jump in, you get counter at 2H. Surely you're going to stay on the ground a little bit, right? But just stays on that layer a little longer. But Coach Steve, just one of those players that is, you know, been around the block long enough to say, okay, if this is the playstyle you're going to rock with, I'm not going to change up my playstyle thinking that you're going to adapt a little bit early. I'm just going to keep doing my thing, push you over to the corner and take all the damage that I need to seal it out. So Coach Steve moves on to losers finals against Prada.
Yeah, and just to add on to that, sometimes that ability to make checklists on certain criteria for players, so that way you can get a good understanding of where they're at player level wise, is a talent in and of itself. So that way you don't have to worry about putting a bunch more mental stacking on top of whatever's happening for you in the middle of the match.
Exactly. Being able to, you know, categorize players, not necessarily in like, oh, you're tier 1, you're tier 2, but kind of the play style and how they, you know, how quick they are to move between layers and play styles and decision making, or, you know, how patient they are in doing so on the other side. But, all right, letting the intros rock here. End of the run for one of these players, fighting for the opportunity to get that grand finals run back. Prada versus Coach Steve.
Yeah, as far as I know, this is probably a first for them to play during a WASD bracket. But Gucci Blunt Wrap may correct me on this if I'm mistaken, but I don't know if Steve has too much Cagliostro experience. Like I know that you guys have lobby nights every now and again, but I don't know if you guys have a Cagliostro in your rotation.
Yeah, let's see. Matchup knowledge is going to be super huge against this character as we head into game number 1. Already down to 50%. Walks up with the 5U on the trap and baits out the golden throne as well. Prada a little bit too antsy for her own good on defense.
Going to this corner, this extension to heal up the fireball and Asmodeus skills.
Jump in, JH, BC Wars, but Prada a little conservative on the BP, so doesn't get the chance to escape. Coach Steve lands the hit. Seals out the round for it too, okay. Once again, we're back to 1st to 3 here, so we have a little bit more time to adapt on both sides, but these extra rounds where we can find the EX Beyblade for a lot of corner carry and the double trap setup.
Ooh. Wow, that was almost going to be some freaky geeky stuff.
I mean, the name of that move is Give Daddy some sugar. The 5U already a little freaky, even in the move list, but freaky amount of plus frames here with the ultimate Asmodeus. Once again, like you mentioned, right? Such a good way to force them into this awkward strike throw situation. Baits out the DP afterwards, sees the fear from Prada, and Raging Strike into the super should be more than enough to kill.
Yup. Yeah, Prada might need to reevaluate. Like, not that she doesn't have an issue categorizing players as we talked about, but I do think that she kind of has a tiny bit of a problem of like seeing the character and saying, "Oh, this is who I'm fighting. You must play like this," and not really realizing like, "Oh, well, she's doing a good job of like trying to change up sequences here." So obviously playing a much more rushdown game and much more rushdown style here in the second game, where in the last one he played much more patient. But we're going for the air trap loops. Interesting, they were going back to the vanilla days.
There we go, playing it super patient, looking for an opportunity to preemptively spot dodge, and finds the chip damage kill with the golden throne.
Yeah, I like that bait actually. Look, if they're gonna play the patient game, you play the patient game too. Don't get mixed in their game.
Ooh, I actually thought that was gonna land into the trap, but still able to attack. That would have been a quite the knockdown off the straight speed.
If it was counter hit, then yeah, that would have been the nicest extension for sure.
True, all the way down. Speaking of, landing into the safe jump, JH just trying to keep the pressure on and bait out the DP, but Prada getting a little more, patient on the defense there, not trying to let it rock because it's been baited a couple times.
Exactly. As we're seeing from Steve, just having good adaptations, going from neutral, slow pace to just in-your-face rushdown, and it's throwing Prada off hardcore.
Battle 3. Engage.
Yeah, Far H just anti-airing all the way downtown. Coach Steve thought they would be safe, but I don't remember the disjoint holding down the neutral here. The space control picks it up with the 2H post trap.
What an anti-air. Okay, interesting. Traps ended, I think the trap active frame just ended. Oh, no, sorry, no rating confirmed for you. No guard cancel if that's what you were looking for. Prada now staying alive with 1-1.
I just realized she's got the BL book too. That's the weapon. I don't know why it took me that long to realize, but maybe the Yaoi power giving us a little power up here in losers finals, game number 3.
It took me longer to realize that the Ouroboros
is Rainbow.
yeah.
Ouroboros is an ally. So true, but definitely not an ally of Vern here. Bringing you over to the corner, trying to run a little bit of this pressure, gets the Merco charge on the rock. Once again, trying to play that Granblue zone with Far H, but Coach Steve knows you're feeling a little too comfy with that button, so we jump on out.
Your handshake. We're going corner to corner too, missing the media attempt.
Ooh, does this pick up into the trap? It does! I actually thought you were going to tech out just a little bit earlier, but still. Combo limit keeps that from being a truly crazy combo. Lots of rock behind you, though, with the charge. Getting hit, though, 50 meter for the hard knockdown.
I don't know if there's a good opportunity for Prada to utilize it.
Ooh,
Just as I said it, we are gonna lose that whole rock.
Pick
Could've
up
used it
the
for
Raging Dragon.
Yeah, I could have used it for like a extension, used it for stage plus, but I mean, another round's another round.
Yeah, exactly. He found the charge. No need to, you know, force a usage of it. Just ended up being screen noise in the end, but off of the anti-air 5L trade, the GameStop trade there, able to get a decent amount for Prada. Coach Steve still able to match his way back on out. Whiffs the throw into 2U though.
Heavy. He's lost 4. Stays patient and finds the punish with the far heavy.
Suisha still got a decent amount of brave points behind it, but not going to spend it. It's not going to kill, so you don't want to accidentally put yourself into that damage penalty, but all the damage you need to put a second game on the board here for Coach Steve.
Prada locking in with the Cagliostro.
Believe in victory. Battle 1.
All right, wouldn't be surprised if this set goes the distance, but Prada needs one more game to get it there. 6-6H. For a preemptive poke in the mid-range, but Prada finds a little sweep. Nothing in particular found up the ultimate Goisho, so instead we're gonna find the pickup side swap with the EXCP. Set the seal behind it, just stagger with the 2 Ls.
Trying to play the neutral game to keep Steve locked down.
5U to escape. We got 100 meter for Coach Steve too. This is scary because Prada's building up that meter as well. Lots built up off of the throw, so he confirm into the super. Could be death. Back throw.
Seriously, coming from Steve, if he can find the good opening, like right there.
You win.
About a 1 round closer to tying it back up. That was scary over there in the corner, right? They both had guns locked and loaded with a full bar of meter. Like to pick up on the spear though.
Here's the distance. Again with the lockdown, you're not allowed to move, but it's enough space for the 6XL to make contact.
Safe jump, still gonna reach, yeah. Yeah, so we just delay the DP, set the air traps.
Oh, whoa. Worked out for Steve. Well, this isn't gonna work out for Steve. We are gonna hit the wall. So we don't have enough meter for the racing check follow-up, but we won't need it. Finding the counter hit off of the shimmy attempt with close heavy. Now is 2-2 apiece.
H the flat. Okay, now that we brought up the BL book, every time I see it in the windscreen, I can't unsee it. And I'm sure it's the same for Coach Steve. He's listening over to the stream. He's like, man, keep it down over there. I'm not trying to see another KaiAi windscreen. I am trying to seal it out here in losers finals. So final game, let's see it.
All confirmed, but still damaged nonetheless for Steve here.
The stomp and plus frames on EX Artorias, or ultimate rather, and an ultimate contribution from Shining Spear, the 3250 to bring us to an even $50. You see that win in Coach Steve's sales? Trying to get a little extra pocket change, refresh that Metro card real quick for the grab, and it puts you on set point.
Not the Metro card, bro.
Engage.
You gotta get that Ice Spice Metro card, bro. That one goes for a little extra, I'll tell you what, but sending a little extra on the screen, trying to catch out the jump with bar H, but Coach Steve placing these trajectories so strong.
Back to the patient game. Man, Prada really just wants to make sure that she can find the round for herself and be in a comfortable position.
Trying to stabilize this. You have 100 meter behind it, but you have to hold this Belial pressure up against the wall. 5H. I actually thought you would recover from the 2M in time, but no, Prada finds the J22U.
Like, as much as I like that she's trying to, like, make sure... my goodness. She's trying to make sure that Steve does not find a moment, but he finds it anyway. Prada's just being very antsy, looking for the round.
Sent the EX Beyblade maybe a little bit too far. Maybe it was the walk-up from Coach Steve that messed up the spacing. And now you're eating the super straight to the face. Oh, and now you're definitely in throw range with no BP to your name.
Oh, hold on.
Catches up the spot dodge, but the trap breaks the conversion, and we get the air throw to kill Coach Steve. Cleans it up 3-2.
That's my coach. Yo, what the fuck?
The coach, the teacher sends you to school. Bro, we gotta get in this
No, yeah, we need that air throw. We need the air throw.
He's clean.
Yo, Tree. The air throw is sick.
Yeah, definitely unfortunate on the side of Prada though, right? You got the confirm, the trap breaks it, would have been able to kill with one more hit. You had 50 meter behind it too. But no, Coach Steve able to find the scramble in the madness there.
The unfortunate thing that happened for Prada was, like, she went for the 5U to try and keep herself safe during that block string. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, Prada. But the fact that the trap activated first and the game read the 5U coming out second, that's what the game understood. So Prada couldn't go into the SSBA to try and get that round for herself. So, you know, just trying to be safe and secure the round, just like how we've safely secured ourselves at $50. Everyone, thank you so much for enjoying WASD tonight. I hope if you guys have participated in tonight's bracket that you've enjoyed your matches, whether you've gone 9th place or you've gone 0-2. It's all for fun. It's all for getting ready for Combo Breaker next week. You know, as long as you enjoy the game, you're being chill with everyone in the community, you're not trying to cause problems. I'm not saying here nor there, but you know, it's a game that you're here for specifically because you love and enjoy. So I love seeing the fact that you guys are here watching WASD and enjoying the time that we're providing you guys.
Yeah, Granblue is not the pull up for cloud, get the esports $1 million money kind of game, but it is a game that a lot of people pull up to because they enjoy the IP. They're having a good time with the community. They have friends who play it as well. They think it's a damn beautiful game. We were talking about it in the chat earlier. If nothing else, ArcSys is capable of making a very pretty game. So hopefully you guys are excited watching along as we make our way to that final set. We have a little bit of downtime while Coach Steve, you know, has been making his way through the losers. Just gonna step away for a quick bathroom break and then we'll head into our final set. We already mentioned it earlier. We have an even $50 over there in the Matcherino, so I get it. You don't want to break up the even number. It's nice to look at, but hey, $1, $2, anything goes a long way, and it's a lot of support for these players as well. If we reach, I think it's 150, we also expand payout over to top 4, and if you want to get more of these players into the money, you're welcome to stop on by. But speaking of it, I got a lot of faces over there in the chat. We're talking about CB, so hopefully, you know, like Panda said, if we get to see you guys over there, make sure to say hello. Panda, are you going to be at Combo Breaker in a couple weeks?
No.
Oh. What's the next event that you're going to be headed out to? I know ECT is still in Connecticut. I think they're moving over to Hartford, if I'm not mistaken. So that's going to be in October.
Can't talk about it, but yes.
Okay.
Next event is going to be Boston Blue Beat, actually, for me.
Ooh.
If anything, the big thing that for me that I have to save money for and also figure out a schedule for, since I'm going with my brother, I'm going to Japan on September. So that's my big thing.
All right. Enjoy the trip. I know you enjoyed the last time that you were there, so safe travels. And safe travels for the raid. Stopping in from Prada's stream. Again, great work on the run there. Damn. It was very fun to watch. Giving us a lot of awesome CAG action. A little bit of the Siegfried as well in there, you know, just tossing that in for one of those sets. But no Siegfried to be found for this grand finals. Have a nice day. Still going to be rocking the Djeeta, of course, and Coach Steve has been on the Belial all day for Big Devil Man.
I'm gonna have the ECT for me. Yeah, Zero, come on. You'd fit right in, honestly.
Yeah.
You'd enjoy the vibes.
ECT was fun. My first ECT was this past year, and it was a damn good time. You guys have seen me in that bomber jacket way too many times, with that coach jacket, rather. Shout out Coach Steve, coming in from the loser's side, needs to reset it and have a nice day. Sitting pretty in winners here with the Djeeta, looking to try and seal it out for our final set of the evening.
Wait, side question. I gotta ask this because I don't remember. Did I provide you with a pumpkin chocolate chip cookie last year?
Oh, they were delicious. They were one of the highlights of my ECT. I asked for a second one, and you were like, oh, really? You like it that much? Just like we like the corner carry from Have a Nice Day. Mid-screen, I'm unfamiliar, but I'm definitely familiar with the damage we're pumping out here.
Yeah, just want to make sure Zero, if you need enough of a reason, I will make pumpkin chocolate chip cookies. If you want it specifically for you, I'll do it.
Yo, yoink.
Jointing the damage off the speed right now. Oh, whoa, actually, yeah, that's a lot of damage. Excuse me.
Yeah, no meter in the tank, but hey, spending the super for it to put Coach Steve just barely out of throw range and definitely within a kill off of the close range. All right, have a nice day.
Battle 2. Engage.
What a whip punish, too. Must have caught 6XL.
Again with another 6XL whip on the throw, finds the 2L conversion to get a little bit out of the corner, but kick to the face, and EX Rekka, and you're back right where you started.
Get off of me. Let me tell you something.
Unhand me with that UDP, unhand me with that Brave counter back into the corner. Great throw tech does a little bit of chip damage as well. Fall down with the J8. No cinematic required, even though we were in the right range for it. The reaction super on the way down to the Goisha. Coach Steve falling quickly in that first game.
Taking a second. Steve probably analyzing in his head. He's like, all right, what did I do wrong? What do I have to do?
Battle 1. Engage.
If you want to see on Coach Steve's side, remember to go to Fight Coach Steve is the full Twitter URL. Not Twitter URL, Twitch URL, I'm sorry.
Yeah, if you want to see the Steve POV, but I don't know. The only thing I'm seeing is him locked down in this East Coast corner. I know we were talking about ECT, but taking a lot of damage on our attempts to escape. Runs up for the throw finally.
Really, the ultimate working out. No, I like that, yeah. Just assure the +6 and to keep having in the corner, but my goodness, just the quick reactions into the DP, realizing that Fireball was all that Coach Steve could go for.
Trying to push safe block defender, but unsafe if you know that you're in the EXDP lethal range. Big throw attack here.
Too far away for the 2L link.
Ooh. Farrell, the immediate challenge from Hava. 2-1-4U for the full confirm.
Bro, there's going to be a lot. All aware of the combo limit, just want the reset.
Micro shimmy, clean Vortex coming out from Coach Steve. I know we're looking for that frame trap to try and seal it out here. Went through the Goisha with all the hits of the EX Fireball. And I see that super, I see that 100 meter, but yeah, might have dropped into the combo limit. So Hava content to seal it out with chip damage. A quick game 2 on the board.
And for people that may have reacted to that with the Rekka thinking like, oh, why didn't Steve go for super or anything afterwards? Honestly, I would have thought that Hava would have gone for far M into EX Rekka. Oh, no. What happened? What happened? What happened? Oh, maybe Steve wants to go for a switch.
Maybe a swap, maybe a controller DC, but either way, you're back to the lobby. So neither of them got kicked out. We're still chilling. I would have spot dodged there. Dude, when I saw that, huh? No. What do you mean you would have spot dodged there and then immediately swapped over to the Ladiva? I sense a bit of collusion. We're trying to recreate the Twitter clip from previous times past. I actually don't remember what bracket that was that Hava and Gabagool ended up running into. I think it was Clover Clash, but all right, a Clash of Titans here, swapping over to the Ladiva for potential final game. Coach Steve, how can we stay alive? Pocket Ladiva might go crazy, but Hava has been going crazy this entire bracket, just tearing it up.
I don't know. I don't believe. I need the strats. There's not enough data on big. I'm not sure. Big Steva, maybe. Big Wrestlewoman.
Big Wrestlewoman.
I don't know.
Go through with the full Rekka. You might as well. You're up against the corner. At worst, you're -4. What is the man to do? I mean, you got the SBD, but the risk reward definitely works out in your favor there.
Tried to maybe armor through, but the input was Ian because of the fireball.
Battle 2. Engage.
Big
Yeah,
hug
big
woman.
hug woman definitely embracing death right now. It's tournament point for Hava. Tries to go for the headbanger, but the Rekkas get caught out with a whip punish by Havaniceday. Out anything to try and escape, but the clean dunk on the Lariat. Hava chilling with the down back.
Luckily not too much damage, but still you are stuck in this corner.
For another U fireball to try and keep you locked down. All the multi-hits in the world, slowly building up the super, looking for lethal.
Oh no.
Do you have the line? One more hit. No confirm off the counter hit, so we run up for the throw range. No bait.
Honestly, if Hava gets thrown, I'd be fine with it too. Dude, the all DP to seal the deal hasn't used it at all their whole run. And just to solidify that, like, yes, I'm last week's winner, and I'm staying as this week's winner, is Havaniceday with the all DP.
Yep, closes it out with the DP. All you needed was one tiny gap, and the gap exposed, turning into a gulf here. Like you mentioned, last week's champion, and now a two-timer. Havaniceday, just showing the skill on the Djeeta here. So difficult to try and escape, even with the character swap. Not going to work out here for Coach Steve, but still. Out at number 2, Havaniceday tearing it up here, and Coach Steve putting up a valiant fight.
Bro, and these replays, yeah, that was his home. Yeah, like, yeah, he's East Coast, but goddamn, he is stuck in the Bronx.
Bro, he was
Move.
East Coast and he like canceled all of his flights. He was like, all right, subway's down, train is down, Ubers don't go here, Lyft app disabled. No way to try and make your way on out of there, but damn, Hava's just too clean on the Djeeta.
No bikes available, couldn't find the scooters.
Not the scooters, bro. Those electric bikes are a menace, but hey, so is Hava, and you guys can be a menace over there to the prize pool if you want to give these players. All right, we get it. We already know the results, but especially if there are any Hava fans and the rest of the top 3 as well. If you want to put in a little extra money over there into the pot, there is still a little bit of time before we get these players that pay out. There's always a little delay before they join the match arena, so hey, take advantage of a little extra time for these players and give them a little bit more support. But either way, it's been an absolute joy hanging out here on the WASD mic for another Granblue Fantasy versus Rising bracket, another WASD Open. I'm Jaytsu. You can follow me at Jaytsu_ over there on twitter.com. But Panda, any last words for the people? I'm sure Imp probably has some last words as well, but you know, we'll say our goodbyes.
If you enjoyed my analysis and commentary, you can follow me at twitter.com/Pandabetic with 2 underscores after it. And if not that, you can always be on the lookout for whenever we run TSB, which happens to be on the 18th of this week. We are going to be running all 3 generations of Guilty Gear with BlazBlue. And even though that also says, like, okay, we're not running Granblue this week, if all I can really say for the Granblue community, especially in the East Coast scene, if you guys want to support, please go to your locals and show that you are going to commit and show that you are interested and you want to keep your game alive, because the more interest that you show, the more interest that new people are going to have to want to see what the game is about and want to try. And if you give them a good home to stay at, they're gonna stay. Keep the game living, keep the game going, and it's just gonna be smooth sailing from there.
Yeah.
True. Just a reminder, we run online every single week, so every Wednesday at 8 p.m. we have a bracket. If you're interested in joining, join the Discord. The links get sent out there, reminders get sent out there regularly. You can also follow us on Twitter at WASDgaming_GG, but honestly, the Discord is just easier. We run a bunch of other games. Every Sunday at 5 p.m. we have Uni 2, and every Monday at 8 p.m. we run Melty. If you enjoy Melty at all, you should definitely tune in on Monday. Those brackets are stacked. Like, it's actually crazy how competitive they are. So stop by, watch those, join all the games. Thank you guys for coming out, claiming the codes. I am gonna send everybody over to Ryer. I wanted to rate him. He's going over one of my favorite card games, Grand Archive. And he's just kind of like going through the new set, the new cards. So I want to get some eyes on that, and maybe convert some people into playing so that at majors, I have people to play with. But I am going to send you guys there. Thank you, Jaytsu and Panda, for hopping on the mic tonight. carrying us. And yeah, I guess we'll see most of you next week.
All right. See you guys later. Send Ryder some love. Peace, peace.
Have a good night.